Trading Post, located near the beautiful Missouri River in Chamberlain, has you covered. Stop in for a good cup of coffee and grab a donut, muffin, or a fruit cup to get your day started. While you're here, check out our cold case full of fresh fruit, cold chicken, sandwiches, and more.
Is your old flooring looking a little tired? At CBS Flooring in Chamberlain, we have the perfect flooring for your home and office to fit any budget. We stock indoor, outdoor carpets, waterproof luxury vinyl flooring, along with our custom cabinet and countertop line made in South Dakota. Looking for hardwood or ceramic tile? We've got you covered with our large selection to fit any style. Stop into our showroom today, and we'll help you plan your next project from design to installation. Stop by or call Ballot at 605-734-4081 today. CBS Flooring and Cabinetry is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports and activities on liveticket.tv. Is your old
Hopkins Plumbing in Chamberlain is more than your full-service plumbing professionals. They also carry a full range of energy-saving appliances for your entire home, from popular brands like LG, Frigidaire, Maytag, Speed Queen, and Crosby. Hot water, clean clothes, cold food, oh my! And don't think they forgot about our furry friends, livestock, and horses who need access to clean water. They are a premier dealer of Ritchie water tanks. Call them today to take care of all your water and appliance needs, inside and outside. Hopkins Plumbing of Chamberlain are proud sponsors of all local sports and activities on Live Ticket TV.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
For all your insurance needs, KPI Insurance has the protection that's right for you and your budget. Whether it's your auto, home, farm, ranch, business, RV, boat, motorcycle, or more, even all of your life and health insurance needs. KPI Insurance, call us at 234-2323 and follow us on Facebook.
If you're feeling a little hungry before or after the game, come on over to Charlie's in Chamberlain, South Dakota, where you'll find great food, beverages, and friendly staff. Doors open at 4 and food is served from 5 to 10, 6 days a week, closed on Sundays. No time to hang out? Their full menu of burgers, steaks, seafood, and Mexican cuisine is available for takeout too. Just call 605-234-6238. Oh, and don't forget about the party room that can be set up and ready to go for your next meeting, birthday party, Christmas party, or bridal showers, and much more. Charlie's are proud supporters of the Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs on liveticket.tv.
The friendly folks at Thiel's Collision Center in Chamberlain are the experts, and they get your ride back in tip-top shape. Established in 1962, they offer full collision repair work with wheel alignments, windshield replacement and repair, tire replacement and repair, and suspension work. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5:30. Plus, they offer 24-hour towing service. Thiel's Collision Center, where driving your dream is a sure thing. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports and activities, broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Quench that thirst and feed that craving at the newly reopened Silver Dollar Pug and Grub in Chamberlain, South Dakota. Whether you need a place to watch the big game or warm up after a day of fishing or hunting, we have you covered with a new bar snack menu and a great lunch special Monday through Friday. While you wait for your food, challenge someone to a great game of darts, foosball, or a game of pool. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain and surrounding communities, sports and activities.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agrimax, shaping the future of ag.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Harry K. Ford, your go-to dealer for transparency and the lowest prices. From sales to service, we pride ourselves on transparency and low prices. It's who we are every day. Family, friends, and Fords, in that order. Harry K. Ford is your only dealer who does $29.95 oil changes every day. Yep, that includes all the oil for the vehicle. Those other guys don't do that.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now. Limestone Canyon.
Hungry? Thirsty? The Old 16 Trading Post, located near the beautiful Missouri River in Chamberlain, has you covered. Stop in for a good cup of coffee and grab a donut, muffin, or a fruit cup to get your day started. While you're here, check out our cold case full of fresh fruit, cold chicken, sandwiches, and more. Perfect for a day on the river or a picnic in the park. We also carry a selection of fishing equipment, supplies, and several types of bait. See you on the river. Old 16 Trading Post is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain athletics and activities on liveticket.tv. Hungry?
Is your old flooring looking a little tired? At CBS Flooring in Chamberlain, we have the perfect flooring for your home and office to fit any budget. We stock indoor, outdoor carpets, waterproof luxury vinyl flooring, along with our custom cabinet and countertop line made in South Dakota. Looking for hardwood or ceramic tile? We've got you covered with our large selection to fit any style. Stop into our showroom today, and we'll help you plan your next project from design to installation. Stop by or call Ballard at 605-734.
You're listening to coverage of area high school sports on 94.5 KPLO. You can also listen or watch coverage online.
Hi, and a very good evening to you. We welcome you to Don Giese Field in Chamberlain, where tonight we bring you coverage of regional high school football on KPLO. We bring you a matchup from the 11-man ranks tonight as the Chamberlain Cubs host the Tri-Valley Mustangs. And our coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO is brought to you by Potsdam State Farm Insurance, by the folks at the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, by Avera Orthopedics, by May Adam, by the Riverview Chevrolet in Buick, by Agtegra, by Right Seed, the Gold Buffalo Casino, the folks at CHS River Plains and Darren Boyle Sales. Our coverage of regional high school football tonight is also being brought to you by Venture Communications, Wagner Auto, Titan Machinery, Kimball Livestock Exchange, and the Jet Lanes. And our coverage of regional high school football tonight is also being brought to you by the First Dakota National Bank, KPI Insurance, Statewide Bag, the Great Western Bank, Farmco, Al's Oasis Arrowwood Resport, by Al Oasis Pump and Pack, Chamberlain Ready Mix, Chamberlain Food Center, and Byrie Brothers. John F. is our technical director at DRG Media Group's World Headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us tonight for coverage of regional high school football. We should have a good matchup here tonight. Two teams trying to kind of find their way as we reach almost the halfway mark of the season. The Tri-Valley Mustangs, 1-2 on the season, a victory to start the season over Dakota Valley 21-20. A loss to a very good Canton Ball Club 21-16, and then a loss to Sioux Falls Christian last time out. 15-0 the final in that ball game. What I read into that is their defense plays very well against some good quality opponents. They take on a Chamberlain Ball Club who is 0-3, looking for their first win of the season. A loss to Millbank to begin the season, and then a loss to Vermilion on the Labor Day weekend. And then a loss to Del Rapids last time out on the road. Chamberlain sits at 0-3 on the season. And, of course, for both of these teams, as they try to find their way, of course, a lot of football to be played with both of these teams with 6 games remaining. But if you want to get into the playoffs, you need to pick up some wins. And I think both teams have this game circled as a game that they really need to win if they want to make the 11-man football playoffs. This is the pregame show brought to you by Pottsabah's State Farm Insurance. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll talk about what's going on around the area. Big high school football matchups tonight. Lots to talk about. Interviews with the coaches later. It all comes next. We're back in 3 on KPLO.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
Today, CBS Flooring and Cabinetry is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports and activities on LiveTicket.tv. Is your
Hopkins Plumbing in Chamberlain is more than your full-service plumbing professionals. They also carry a full range of energy-saving appliances for your entire home, from popular brands like LG, Frigidaire, Maytag, Speed Queen, and Crosby. Hot water, clean clothes, cold food, oh my! And don't think they forgot about our furry friends, livestock, and horses who need access to clean water. They are a premier dealer of Ritchie water tanks. Call them today to take care of all your water and appliance needs, inside and outside. Hopkins Plumbing of Chamberlain.
Welcome back to Don Giese Field in Chamberlain as we get ready for tonight's high school football matchup. We expect a good one here tonight as Chamberlain gets set to take on Tri-Valley. Just one of many games going on around the area. A lot of the 9-man schools reaching their halfway mark of their season schedule. Here are some of the games going on this afternoon. There's games tonight and also some games tomorrow. We'll have a game on KPLO tomorrow afternoon as well. Here's what was going on this afternoon. Cheyenne Eagle Butte was at St. Francis. Lower Brule homecoming for the Sioux this afternoon. They were hosting Takini. Winter was on the road as they were at Jim River. Sully Buttes was on the road as well as they were at Sunshine Bible Academy. Nobody was on the road more than Crow Creek. Crow Creek at Macy, Nebraska tonight to take on Omaha Nation. Games tonight, it is Todd County at Winnebago, Nebraska. Pierre is at Douglas tonight. Harding County is at Dupree. Bennett County is at Gordon Rushville, Nebraska. McLaughlin is hosting Crazy Horse. Jones County on the road. They are at New Underwood tonight. And Newell is at Timber Lake. Also tonight, big matchup in the 9-man ranks. The 9AA Lyman Raiders taking on the 9A Wall Eagles. That is a game set to kick off at Wall in just a little bit. Also, Trip Delmont Armor Andy Central Dakota Christian is hosting Lakota Tech, and Flandreau is at Bridgewater Emory. Other games in the 9-man ranks this evening, North Central is hosting Northwestern. Levin McIntosh is at Faith. Corsica Stickney is at Colombe. Hitchcock Tulare is hosting Faulkton area. Groton area hosting Mobridge Pollock. Warner is at Ipswich. Kimball White Lake is hosting Bonham tonight in a big game for the Coyotes. Stanley County is at home tonight. They have a big matchup after they got their first win of the season last week. They are at Potter County tonight. And Platte Geddes is hosting Coleman Egan. Harriet Selby area is at home tonight. They host Kadoka area. That is a game set to kick off at 7 o'clock up in Selby. Other games this evening. It will be Burke taking on Avon. It is Wagner hosting Woonsocket, Washington Springs, Sanborn Central, and White River hosts Phillip. That's the schedule of games this afternoon and this evening. On the Friday schedule, Saturday games feature Pine Ridge at Standing Rock, North Dakota. Mount Vernon Plankington is hosting Highmore Herald tomorrow afternoon. That is a 2 o'clock kickoff, and David Burrell will have the call of that ball game for you on KPLO tomorrow afternoon with a 1:30 pregame show. Other game at Gorilla Stadium should be a fun matchup as Gregory gets set to take on Parkston. We work ourselves a little bit closer to the pregame show as we have the opportunity earlier to talk to both of our head coaches. It is our Keys to Success segment brought to you by the folks at May Adam. And first, we talk to Jeff Rademacher, head coach of the Chamberlain Cubs.
Part two of our pregame interviews, we're joined by Dan Sneathen, head coach of the Tri-Valley Mustangs. Coach, as you play your fourth game of the season, you said it 1 and 2. Get us up to speed on Tri-Valley.
Well, we have had a very adventurous season. We started out with a good win over a pretty strong Dakota Valley team, and then we decided we were going to play the two of the best teams in the state with Canton and Sioux Falls Christian. Played really well in both games, had chances to win both games, just couldn't make enough plays at the end, and that's what it comes down to.
You know, you really want to play, when you're playing an 11A schedule, you want to play those 11A teams, and I guess the Activity Association has set the schedule up that way, but boy, it does mean some big-time competition, and when you're doing things, it looks like with a sophomore quarterback, sometimes there's growing pains.
Yeah, and Eli's just done a terrific job of taking the reins, and he's getting better every snap, so that's what we like to see.
Got some pretty good size on your club, it looks like. You're going to go out with, looks like a two running back and a fullback set. Do you run a lot of option, or what kind of offense do you like to run?
We are a lot of power, a lot of misdirection. We will run option, and then our passing game would be play action off of that.
Probably going to see a lot of passing from Chamberlain. You probably have seen some passing from some of the teams, but you really, when you look at things, as I was trying to get up to speed, you really haven't given up a ton of points this year.
No, our defense has played really, really well. I think our offense is just kind of starting to get things figured out. We had an injury pre-game last week, actually, to our starting center that kind of set everything off a little bit in our offensive game against Sioux Falls Christian. But otherwise, I think we're on track to make a good improvement tonight. We're really hoping to.
With this being your fourth game of the season, kind of the halfway point of your year, what do you want to see for improvement, and what do you need to do to be successful tonight against Chamberlain?
I think we really need to make sure we clean up our blocks inside. Chamberlain's got a big, active defensive line, a good set of linebackers, and we've got to really do our job to put a shoulder pad on a shoulder and keep them pinned inside and seal up those holes. And then we have to also be able to run the perimeter. I think that's something we've got enough team speed. We should really try to get outside. So that's something we're going to be looking at. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we've got to slow down their passing game and make sure that we don't get beat by the big guys up front and the big fullback in the backfield.
All right, Coach, best of luck.
That is Dan Sneathen, head coach of the Tri-Valley Mustangs, as we got his pregame thoughts first. We were going to talk to head coach Dan Rademacher, but I hit the wrong button. So we'll hear from him after we take a 30-second break. Our keys to success continue after this on KPLO.
And activities on Live Ticket TV.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
For all your insurance needs, KPI Insurance has the protection that's right for you and your budget, whether it's your auto, home, farm, ranch, business, RV, boat, motorcycle, or more, even all of your life and health insurance needs. KPI Insurance, call us at 234-2323 and follow us on Facebook.
Part two of our pregame interviews, we're joined Dan Sneathen, coach of Tri-Valley Mustangs. Coach, as you play your fourth game of the season, you said it 1-2. Get us up to speed, Tri-Valley.
If you're feeling a little hungry before or after the game, come on over to Charlie's in Chamberlain, South Dakota, where you'll find great food, beverages.
Adventurous. We started out with a good win, a pretty strong.
Our pregame show is underway, and we talk to the coaches, our keys to success segment from the folks at May Adam. We're joined by Jeff Rademacher, head coach of the Chamberlain Cubs. And, Coach, as you play your fourth game of the season, tell us about your ball club.
Well, we're very young, but I appreciate the heart of these guys. They've been working hard, and every week we're getting better and better, so that's important.
And I think as you, work with a lot of these younger kids, you had a freshman quarterback last year. He's a sophomore this year, starting to pick up a little more experience. But, you don't see a lot of seniors on this roster, which means that you're going to have to do a lot of your learning on game day.
Absolutely, but there's some young kids that have stepped up for us, and you're right. With a lot of younger guys, they're getting a lot of reps right now, so they're getting better and better every day too.
You go in as move up to Class A, get everything all shuffled back around, and here you are with one of the most traveled schedules of high school football this season. You guys are going to have to travel a lot before this season is done.
Yeah, we got a lot of miles, but you know what? We got to play just like any other week. We got a new opponent every week, and we got to plan for them.
This season, with the way things are set up, you got to pick up some wins here and there, if you're going to have a shot to try to make the playoffs. This is going to be an interesting matchup here at home on a beautiful night against Tri-Valley.
Absolutely. I know they're 1-2. They've played a couple really good teams in Canton and Sioux Falls Christian, and they played them tough. So we got all week we've been just saying expect victory. Just come out and we got to expect to win and come out of the gate strong.
And what are you feeling that is going to be your strengths as far as what you're going to have here this evening, and what do you have to contend with against the Mustangs?
Well, we did a few things on defensively up front. We changed a few guys around, so I think it's going to be important to have outside contained for sure. So we moved some dudes around there, and like I said, we got a young sophomore quarterback. He's getting better and better every week, so we're hoping to sling the ball and just short yard. We're just going to try to get 4 yards every time.
All right, Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
Jeff Rademacher, head coach of the Chamberlain Cubs, and that is our Keys to Success segment, brought to you by the folks at May Adam. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with starting lineups on KPLO.
Friendly staff. Doors open at 4 and food is served from 5 to 10, 6 days a week, closed on Sundays. No time to hang out? Their full menu of burgers, steaks, seafood, and Mexican cuisine is available for takeout too. Just call 605-234-6238. Oh, and don't forget about the party room that can be set up and ready to go for your next meeting, birthday party, Christmas party, or bridal showers, and much more. Charlie's are proud supporters of the Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs on LiveTicket.tv. If you're
The friendly folks at Beals Collision Center in Chamberlain are the experts, and they get your ride back in tip-top shape. Established in 1962, they offer full collision repair work with wheel alignments, windshield replacement and repair, tire replacement and repair, and suspension work. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5:30. Plus, they offer 24-hour towing service. Beals Collision Center, where driving your dream is a sure thing. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports and activities, broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Quench that thirst and feed that craving at the newly reopened Silver Dollar Pug and Grub in Chamberlain, South Dakota. Whether you need a place to watch the big game or warm up after a day of fishing or hunting, we have you covered with a new bar snack menu and a great lunch special Monday through Friday. While you wait for your food, challenge someone to a great game of darts, foosball, or a game of pool. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain and surrounding communities, sports and activities.
Chamberlain Ready Mix has been serving
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you...
Time for tonight's starting lineups, and starting lineups are brought to you by Avera Orthopedics, and here are the starters for the Tri-Valley Mustangs. Up front, or the quarterback, is Eli McFarland. He is a sophomore. They will work with a fullback and two running backs. I think McFarland is a senior. Fullback for Tri-Valley. The running back, Jaden Siedemsma. He is a senior, along with Carter Sorensen. He is a sophomore for Tri-Valley. The tight ends are Zach Powell, a senior. Tyson Vandervliet, another senior. And up front, the guards, Aiden Larson, a senior. Caton Reuter, a senior. The tackles are Connor Christensen, a senior, along with Isaac Neelich. He is a sophomore, and the starting center for Tri-Valley is Hunter Kluger. Kluger is a sophomore for the Tri-Valley Mustangs, who enter the contest tonight with an overall record of 1-3. The head coach of the Tri-Valley Mustangs is Dan Sneathen. For the Chamberlain Cubs, at quarterback, we will see Cruz Solik. He is a sophomore. The fullback, Nola Hutmaker, he is a junior. They'll work with four wide receivers. Devin Anderson is one. He is a sophomore, along with Sawyer Donovan, another sophomore. Ty Grazier, a junior, will start at one wide receiver, along with senior Thomas Powell for Chamberlain. And up front, David Newton along the offensive line. He is a senior, along with Wyatt Powers, a senior. Zachary Toring, a senior. Peyton Hora, a sophomore. And Canyon Burkhardt, a sophomore for the Chamberlain Cubs. Cubs enter the contest tonight with an overall record of 0-3. Their head coach is Jeff Reinemacher. And finally, in the pregame, it is the announcement of our game officials, brought to you by the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. And our game officials tonight are Michael Purion, Mike Lockrim, Colin Boone, Tracy Boone, and Dave Spellmeyer. The announcement of our game officials comes to you from the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. This has been the pregame show, and it has been brought to you by the folks at Potsdam's State Farm Insurance. And we will play football in 3 minutes on KPLO.
How you move.
Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services, with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agrimax, shaping the future of ag.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Harry K. Ford, your go-to dealer for transparency and the lowest prices. From sales to service, we pride ourselves on transparency and low prices. It's who we are every day. Family, friends, and Fords, in that order. Harry K. Ford is your only dealer who does $29.95 oil changes every day. Yep, that includes all the oil for the vehicle. Those other guys don't do that.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish,
you're listening to live coverage of regional high school football from KPLO 94.5 FM Reliance Chamberlain, 100.5 FM in Pier 4 Pier at K263AW. And with John Neff at DRG Media Group's World Headquarters and with the crew from Live Ticket TV joining us here at Don Gacy Field tonight, we thank you for joining us tonight for our coverage of regional high school football. We should mention the weather. Absolutely perfect weather for high school football. With a temperature in the low 70s as we approach kickoff, just a straight crosswind. It's more of a southeast wind of about, I would say, 10 to 15 miles per hour. I'm not a meteorologist, but I play one on TV. And it should be just an absolutely perfect night for football as the coin toss has been completed. And we are getting things ready here for high school football. Our kickoff is brought to you by your friends at Riverview Chevrolet Buick in Oklahoma. Come in for an oil change or major service or to just take a test drive. In addition, they are your full-service boat dealer and can winterize all makes and models and always treat you like family. Learn more at riverviewfamily.com as the Cubs, dressed in their home reds with the white numerals and trim and helmets, get set to kick off the football. And Tri-Valley in the road whites with the maroon numerals and trim. Maroon helmets are getting set to go here. Jaden Siemensma, and along with number 45, Dustin Sees, back to field the kickoff from Chamberlain. I believe it is C.J. Yost getting set to kick the football away. Actually, Levi Miller, number 26, will kick the football away, and it will be a high end-over-end kick, fielded by one of the upmen who fumbles it and then wisely just loses it out of bounds. Isaac McFarland trying to chase it down, and he, couldn't field it cleanly, but he was wise to just try to cover it up, force the football out of bounds, and save some good field position for Tri-Valley. The Mustangs are going to be able to start this drive at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10, as they will work from north to south here onto this north-south facing field. As you look at things, the wind may be a little bit more out of the east, but it's a wind that is just blowing directly across Don Gacy Field. Man in motion, and they'll hand it off on the end-around running play here, and a lot of real estate out in front of Jaden Siemensma, and he is gone.
McFarland will hand off to number 9, Jaden Siemensma.
And he was able to get the corner turn, and that is 72 yards for a touchdown. And just like that, Tri-Valley is out in front. Just a little bit of misdirection. You heard Dan Sneathen's pregame interview. He said that's what we're going to want to do. We'll play a little power football, but they faked to the fullback, kind of collapsed the defense. Nobody there in contain for the Cubs, and Seamusma was able to take it in 72 yards for the touchdown. And now we will see the extra point try from kicker Reese Smith out of the hold of Holden Rise. Good snap. Rise will put it down. The kick is up, and it is no good. A little bit wide to the left early in the opening quarter. Tri-Valley scores first and leads 6-0. They will kick to Chamberlain in 1 minute on KPLO.
Visit spearfish.com now. Limestone Canyon.
Hungry? Thirsty? The Old 16 Trading Post, located near the beautiful Missouri River in Chamberlain, has you covered. Stop in for a good cup of coffee and grab a donut, muffin, or a fruit cup to get your day started. While you're here, check out our cold case full of fresh fruit, cold chicken, sandwiches, and more. Perfect for a day on the river or a picnic in the park. We also carry a selection of fishing equipment, supplies, and several types of bait. See you on the river. Old 16 Trading Post is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain athletics and activities on liveticket.tv. Hungry?
Is your old flooring looking a little tired? At CBS Flooring in Chamberlain, we have the perfect flooring for your home and office to fit any budget. We stock indoor, outdoor carpets, waterproof luxury vinyl flooring, along with our custom cabinet and countertop line made in South Dakota. Looking for hardwood or ceramic tile? We've got you covered with our large selection to fit any style. Stop into our showroom today, and we'll help you plan your next project from design to installation. Stop by or call Ballard at 605-734-4081 today. CBS Flooring and Cabinetry is a proud sponsor.
Reese Smith back to kick for Tri-Valley as Chamberlain gets ready to field the Cubs with C.J. Yost along with Ty Grazier back to field. It will be Grazier who will field from his own 5, brings it up across the 10, looks for a block, gets one. But good pursuit by Tri-Valley. Now Grazier is running for his life, and he's able to get across the 10 and up to the 14-yard line, and just good coverage downfield by Tri-Valley, and Chamberlain in a tough spot with their first drive of the football game. The Cubs with sophomore quarterback Cruz Solik. He'll come to the line of scrimmage, and again they'll work with a 4 wide receiver. With a 4 wide receiver set, Noah Hutmaker will be the fullback. Solik, he'll operate pistol formation as they work from the left hash mark. Some hand signals. Man comes in motion from the near side, and they work the dive play to Hutmaker, and he goes nowhere as he is tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Reese DeVries and also Espen Altoff. And no gain on the play. Actually, a loss of 4 yards back at the 10.
Loss of about 4 on the play.
And it will bring up a second down and 14 yard to go for Chamberlain. If nothing else, Chamberlain needs to be able to move the football just a little bit. A first down or 2 would sure change field position over. Don't want to go 3 and out here. Solik back to pass, slings it upfield, pass is caught, got his man, and that is a first down up across the 25 to the 27-yard line. It's Sawyer Donovan with the reception as he brings the football up across the 25, 26, 27. Let's mark it at the 28-yard line, shouldn't we? And that is a nice pickup of about 18 yards on just the quick slant for Sawyer Donovan, and it is a first down for Chamberlain. So again, Solik will line up, this time shotgun formation with bunch receivers, slot left. They'll go in motion. Solik will call his own number, makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage, and then gets positive yardage up across the 35 to the 37-yard line. A penalty flag comes in late. So let's sort things out here, but it at first looks like a nice run for Chamberlain and their quarterback Cruz Solik as he brings the football past the 35 to the 37-yard line, but let's sort things out. It's going to be a holding penalty against Chamberlain. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which sets at the 36. They will walk the football back to the 26-yard line, and we'll redo first down, and it will be first and we'll call it 13. So the first penalty of the ball game whistled against Chamberlain as the Cubs in and out of the huddle in a hurry as they walk to the line of scrimmage, double slot each way, wide receivers each way, as Devin Anderson is a wide receiver left side of the formation. Solik will go option, gives it to Hutmaker as he looks for running room. Noah will cross the 30 and get to the 31-yard line.
Hands off to number 42, Noah Hutmaker.
Hutmaker with the carry, getting to the 31-yard line. That will be a pickup of about 5 yards on the play. Manageable 2nd down and 8 is upcoming for Chamberlain as we work to the 10-minute mark of this opening quarter. First play of scrimmage, Tri-Valley was able to put points on the board. They lead 6-0 as Chamberlain operates here on their first drive of the ball game. Solik again hands it off to Hutmaker, who just tries to fight for yardage. But a good job there up front. Austin McNulty
brought down by number 9, Jaden
comes in there and makes the stop. Number 9, Jaden Seamusma in there as well. And it will be a short gain, a gain of about a yard. Let's call it 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Cubs.
This drive for the Cubs started back at their own 14-yard line. They lost 4 yards on their first play from scrimmage. But a nice pass play was able to get them to convert on 3rd down. And now they face a 3rd down and 7 here with the football on their side of the 50-yard line. One man comes in motion. He'll stop and reset. Chamberlain will do the same as Grazier goes in motion. Now Solik rolling left, trying to direct some traffic, and he's going to sling it downfield. He's got his man in it. It's incomplete. Had him, but the pass just thrown a little bit wobbly and getting behind the defense with Ty Grazier, but he couldn't haul it in. He had no choice but to try to make a one-handed catch. He got a hand on it, couldn't pull it in, and it will bring up 4th down, but for Chamberlain, that's something that they could see and use later. They were able to draw the defense up. Solik did a good job of selling the play and then rolling to his left. Again, a tough throw when you're rolling to your left and have to a right-handed quarterback throw accurately downfield. But he was able to chuck it downfield some 45 yards or so and wind up being just incomplete. So now Chamberlain will punt it away. A low-line drive punt that will be fielded by Carter Sorensen. Sorensen on the move will get up across his own 40 to his 45-yard line, and Tri-Valley with the football marked at the 46 officially. And that's another nice start for Tri-Valley to start a drive at their own 46-yard line. We have 8:44 remaining in the opening quarter. Tri-Valley with a 6-0 lead. They used some misdirection, went to the outside, and Jaden Seamusma was able to run it back or run it all the way for a touchdown. Here is another running play. A little bit of misdirection. This time it's Lawson Loso.
Number 21, Lawson Losu.
Losu with the carry. He'll bring the football up to the 48 and a half yard line. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the play, and it will bring up 2nd down and 7.
With help from number 26,
so Chamberlain on that play did a nice job of staying home and did a good job on the defensive side of the ball. But again, this Tri-Valley football team, they like to run the football a lot. And we'll see what they do here as they hustle to the line of scrimmage. They're going to send a man coming in motion from the wide side of the field, and a handoff here, and not a lot of running room. The ball carrier this time, the fullback Isaac McFarland. He's going to be brought down for no gain as the Chamberlain defense was there.
42, Noah
Hutmaker, Zachary Toring in there to make the stop. It will be a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Tri-Valley. Chamberlain would love, even though Tri-Valley punt of any substance would give Chamberlain poor field position, but a defensive stop here would be big for the Cubs. And here a run close to 1st down yardage with Jaden Seamusma. And we'll see the spot. He's going to be marked just a little bit short. Just on the Tri-Valley side of Chamberlain's 45-yard line, it'll be 4th down and about a yard.
Hutmaker in on the tackle for the Cubs.
And our first big play comes here in the opening quarter with 7:08 remaining. It looks like Tri-Valley's going to go for it. This could be a big game changer, a big momentum swing for the Chamberlain defense as Tri-Valley comes to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and about a yard. The quarterback, Eli McFarland, a sophomore. He'll call his own number as he looks to turn the corner. Good pursuit, but McFarland is able to get the 1st down. It would turn out to really, with that student body right sweep, it turned out to be a pretty safe play. There was plenty of blockers out front to kind of occupy would-be tacklers as Chamberlain got over there. And Brooks Swanson along with Ty Grazier were in there to make the stop, but they needed a yard. They got 2, moved the football to the 41-yard line, and that will be a 1st down for Tri-Valley. So they operate here, 1st and 10, with the football at Chamberlain's 41-yard line. Eli McFarland, 5'11 sophomore, walks to the line of scrimmage for the Mustangs. Hands it off right up the middle. Some hard hitting there. Isaac McFarland, the fullback, was met. That was Noah Hutmaker that got in there and
Number 81,
had
Thomas
a good, solid tackle. Thomas Powell in there to help as well. It will turn out to be a gain of 3. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7. So after Tri-Valley had a big play to start the football game, a 72-yard touchdown run from the first play of scrimmage, things have settled down here just a little bit as Chamberlain continues to try to work hard on the defensive end. And with this being play number 6 of this drive, Tri-Valley finds themselves inside the Chamberlain 40. Here is Seamusma once again. He'll turn the corner and down the sideline he goes, and he is finally chased down, getting the angle. The Chamberlain defender over on the far side, that was C.J. Yost, and he had the angle. The Seamusma was showing some really good speed as he got the corner turn. There is a penalty flag that rests at the 15-yard line, so let's sort this out. We'll see if the play will stand. It looks like where the flag is, it's something that came out when the play came to an end. But let's wait and see as the officials confer with the football at the 20-yard line. And it's going to be a face mask against Chamberlain. So another costly penalty, as it will be half the distance to the goal line. And they'll put the football at the 10-yard line. So with the football just outside the 10-yard line, it will be 1st down and goal. 5:31 remains in the opening quarter. 6-0 is our score as the Tri-Valley Mustangs have the lead.
After the penalty, going to bring up 1st down
as
and
they
goal
come
for
to the
the
line of
Mustangs.
scrimmage. McFarland under center. That's Eli McFarland, Isaac McFarland, the fullback in the backfield. Eli back to pass, looks, throws, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to get the football to Jaden Seamusma.
Jaden Seamusma falls incomplete.
The pass was thrown a little too wide and incomplete, but Seamusma was open as he was able to get some distance between him and a would-be defender. So an incomplete pass there, and it's 2nd down and goal. And obviously, if you're Tri-Valley, this is 4-down territory as they try to put points on the board. Tri-Valley 1-2 coming into the season, as they won their season opener but have lost their last 2 to Canton and Sioux Falls Christian. So here they'll pitch back. Seamusma looking for running room and pursued well and brought down. Good open field tackle, as good as you'll see. Number 66, Brooks Swanson, got in there and made the stop, and that's actually a loss of about a yard on the play back to the 11-yard line. That was just good pursuit by the Cubs, who strung that play out as the Mustangs tried to sweep to the wide side of the field. So Chamberlain trying a defensive stand here as they operate with the shadow of their goalposts behind them here. And Tri-Valley will break the huddle, and they were near the huddle, and they're ready to go quickly. McFarland will send a man in motion. They give it off to McFarland. This is Isaac with the carry, and he has nowhere to go. That is Noah Hutmaker. Or Hutmaker, rather. He gets in there and makes the stop. It will be 4th down. It looks like Tri-Valley is going to try to go for a field goal here. It was a wholesale set of substitutions coming in, and it looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal as Holden Rise will hold. The kicker, Reese Smith, will try things from his own 18-yard line. So a 28-yard attempt. Snap a low one, dug out, and the kick is up, and it is good. 3:45 remains here in the opening quarter. It is 9-0 Tri-Valley. And we will take a 60-second break and return And you're listening to live coverage of regional high school football from KPLO.
Sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cub sports and activities on liveticket.tv. Is your old
Hopkins Plumbing in Chamberlain is more than your full-service plumbing professionals. They also carry a full range of energy-saving appliances for your entire home, from popular brands like LG, Frigidaire, Maytag, Speed Queen, and Crosby. Hot water, clean clothes, cold food, oh my! And don't think they forgot about our furry friends, livestock, and horses who need access to clean water. They are a premier dealer of Ritchie water tanks. Call them today to take care of all your water and appliance needs, inside and outside. Hopkins Plumbing of Chamberlain are proud sponsors of all local sports and activities on Live Ticket TV.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
For all your insurance needs, KPI Insurance has the protection that's right for you and your budget, whether it's your auto, home, farm, ranch, business, RV, boat, motorcycle, or more, even all of your life and health insurance needs.
9 plays and 54 yards, the scoring drive for Tri-Valley as they kick the field goal. A 28-yarder as Chamberlain on the kickoff return. The return man kind of got piled up there. That was Walter Kilscrow who was on the return. He'll bring the football out to the 24-yard line, and Chamberlain with the football, first down and 10. A little better field position for the Cubs than their opening possession of the ball game. Hutmaker alongside with 4 wide receivers. We see man coverage with a safety back for Tri-Valley as Solik tries to run here and does not get a lot of blocking up front. Solik will move the football from the 25 to the 26-yard line. That will be a pickup of 2, and it will bring up second down and 8. It'll be interesting to see. One of the conversations that we had with Dan Sneathen is trying to figure out how they were going to attack and how they were going to defend this 4 wide receiver setup from Chamberlain. Here they play a little bit of zone. Chamberlain will exploit it as they send it in. A pass thrown short. Reception made. The reception was Thomas Powell. Powell will bring the football across the 30, across the 35, and all the way up to the 38-yard line. That is a 12-yard pickup and a first down, and I think that's something that if Solik, the quarterback for Chamberlain, is able to recognize that, figure out where that safety plays. If they're going to back up and play a soft zone, then that short passing play is going to be good all night long. This time they'll again work with zone, but this time to the outside, and they'll hand it off to Hutmaker, who looks for running room, pinballs off of one man and then another. Some hard running. He'll cross the 40 and get up to the 42-yard line. So from the 38 to the 42, give him the 43-yard line with forward progress. That is a 5-yard gain, and it will bring up second down. Chamberlain works from the center of the field here as we work late in the opening quarter. We're working to the 2-minute mark, remaining in quarter number 1, 9-0 Tri-Valley, as they have scored on both of their possessions so far, as Solik works from the pistol. Again, the give is to Hutmaker, who has running room, gets to the outside, shows some good speed down the sideline, lowers his shoulder, runs over a would-be tackler, and moves the football down to the Tri-Valley 40-yard line.
Number 22, Devin Fox.
Noah showed some good speed there as he was able to bounce to the outside and was able to get down the sideline and then delivered some punishment as he worked his way into Tri-Valley territory. They'll mark it officially at the 41-yard line. So Chamberlain with a first down from there. A shotgun look this time. Solik alongside Hutmaker, and Solik will call his own number. Cruz with a nice carry as he brings the football down to the 37-yard line. That will be a pickup. They're going to give him the 36-yard line. That's actually a 5-yard pickup, and will bring up second down. So Chamberlain put together a dandy drive here. This started at their own 24-yard line. This will be play number 6 of this drive. And they have the football at Tri-Valley's 36. Solik with a pistol look this time. 4 receivers. Again, soft on the outside. Solik back to pass under a ton of pressure this time. And down he goes. That time the Tri-Valley defense just sent more defenders than what Chamberlain could account for with their offensive line. And Solik held on to the football, and the sack all the way back to the 42-yard line. That will be a loss of about 7 yards on the play, and it will bring up 3rd down and 11.
Loss of 7 brings up 3rd down.
Probably the final play of quarter number 1. As Solik, all alone in the backfield, is back to pass. Sets his feet, fires, got a man, it's caught. That's a 1st down inside the 30 and down to the 25-yard line, Thomas Powell. And a dandy pitch and catch there. Powell with the reception. Knew there was going to be contact, so he protected the football and went down. He knew where he needed to be to move the chains. Cubs did just that, and they have the football down at Tri-Valley's 24-yard line. And with the chains set, the clock will run, and that will bring us to the end of the opening quarter. Scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the large selection of new and used farm equipment at my lot on Sale Barn Road in Ford Pier. Like the Darren Boyle Sales Facebook page. Shop online anytime at darrenboylesales.com. We're back for quarter number 2 in 60 seconds on KPLO.
KPI Insurance, call us at 234-2323 and follow us on Facebook.
If you're feeling a little hungry before or after the game, come on over to Charlie's in Chamberlain, South Dakota, where you'll find great food, beverages, and friendly staff. Doors open at 4 and food is served from 5 to 10, 6 days a week, closed on Sundays. No time to hang out? Their full menu of burgers, steaks, seafood, and Mexican cuisine is available for takeout too. Just call 605-234-6238. Oh, and don't forget about the party room that can be set up and ready to go for your next meeting, birthday party, Christmas party, or bridal showers and much more. Charlie's are proud supporters of the Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs on liveticket.tv. If you're
the friendly folks at Fields Collision Center in Chamberlain are the experts, and they get your ride back in tip-top shape. Established in 1962, they offer full collision repair work with wheel alignments, windshield replacement and repair, tire replacement and repair, and suspension work. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5:30. Plus, they offer 24-hour.
Those of you following along with the FFA fundraising with the chicken bingo, the chicken was quick tonight. We get ready to start the second quarter. Chamberlain with a 1st down and 10 with the football at Tri-Valley's 24-yard line. Not lucky with 50-50 drawings. Not lucky with the chicken bingo. Have to find another line of work at some point. Out of the pistol formation, Solik, the quarterback, he's done a good job in this first half for Chamberlain. Hands it off here. Noah Hutmaker with the run. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. And good defense there from Tri-Valley. Austin McNulty and others. Isaac McFarland in there as well to help out with the tackle. 2nd down, 10 yards to go for Chamberlain, who operate here in 4-down territory as they have the football at Tri-Valley's 24-yard line. Putting together a nice drive. This started back at their own 24. Play number 9 for Chamberlain right here. They'll have bunch receivers left side. Man will come in motion. That's Grazier. And back to pass Solik. He'll survey the defense. He wants it all. Deep ball thrown, and it is caught. And that's a touch. No, incomplete. Oh, my. He had it, but couldn't hang on. He beat his man back there, defender, but Grazier couldn't hang on to it. Back there in coverage was Isaac McFarland. But Grazier got the ball in the end zone, had it in both hands, but when he hit the deck, the ball comes loose, and it is 3rd down and 10. So Chamberlain, again, a couple opportunities here. But, of course, from the 24, you can always pick up a 1st down. We'll see how Chamberlain approaches it here. Again, zone coverage to the outside. Pass upfield. That is caught by Hutmaker. And Hutmaker inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's a pickup of about 6 yards, and that will make for a much more manageable 4th down play for Chamberlain. It looks like they're going to go for it as Cruz Solik heads to the sideline to get the play from the Chamberlain bench. And the Cubs will go for it here on 4th down. The Cubs 0-3, looking for their first victory of the season. And a big play for them here. Solik with a pistol look. 2 receivers each way. Left hash mark is where Chamberlain will set up. Movement up front, but not enough to draw a flag as Tri-Valley gets reset. Back to pass is Solik. They'll send everybody. Solik's in trouble, and down he goes. And again, the Tri-Valley defense just sent more defenders than the Chamberlain offensive line could protect. And
Solik sacked on the
all of
play.
a sudden, Solik is sacked all the way back to his 26-yard line. And Chamberlain, who had the football for some 11 plays, gives it up on first down, or on fourth down, pardon me. And the Mustangs have the football at the 26. And as we talked about with head coach Dan Sneathen of Tri-Valley, again, the Mustang defense plays well. They have not given up more than 21 points in any game so far this season. They're pitching a shutout here so far. McFarland will hand off. On the end around, this is Lawson Loso. And Loiso with the carry.
Number 27, Carter
Or pardon me, that's
Sorensen.
Carter Sorensen with the
Brought down
carry.
number 26,
And he's going to be
Levi
brought
Miller.
down behind the line of scrimmage as Levi Miller, a sophomore. Another one of the youngsters for Chamberlain, comes in and plays good defense. And they force a loss back to the 24-yard line. A loss of 2 will bring up second down and 12. Blake comes in from the sideline as Tri-Valley comes to the line of scrimmage. They will have a double slot look. They try to overload the right side, and then the ball is fumbled. And nowhere to go. The ball was blown dead. Eli McFarland had the did not have the snap really cleanly. He tried to just spin back and hand it off, and the ball was loose for a moment. And Isaac McFarland was able to get on top of the football and save the possession for the Mustangs, but they did lose another yard back to the 17-yard or to the 18-yard line. Tri-Valley will face a third down and 13-yard to go here. So far, Tri-Valley has not been successful on a pass play yet. Back to pass, Eli McFarland. They'll try to set up a bubble screen. Little misdirection there. The reception was made by Tyson Vandervliet.
15, Tyson Vandervliet.
And Vandervliet with the reception and not a lot of yardage. And again, the Chamberlain defense playing pretty well.
Number 26, Levi Miller.
There was a host of Cubs there to make the tackle at fourth and 3 and out. It'll be fourth and a bunch. In fact, 4th and 12 as Chamberlain has now turned over field position, and they should have a good operation or good situation here to get good field position. Sawyer Donovan and also Levi Miller back to field the kick, but we are going to see a timeout. It is a Chamberlain timeout, and they'll take it with 8:20 remaining in the opening half. It is 9-0 Tri-Valley, and we're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
There's a lot of uncertainties, where driving your dream is a sure thing. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports and activities, broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Quench that thirst and feed that craving at the newly reopened Silver Dollar Pug and Grub in Chamberlain, South Dakota. Whether you need a place to watch the big game or warm up after a day of fishing or hunting, we have you covered with a new bar snack menu and a great lunch special Monday through Friday. While you wait for your food, challenge someone to a great game of darts.
South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team, and they remind you to buckle up every trip and every time. And our timeouts are brought to you by Integra, who remind you, acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. You should contact your local Integra dealer today as we work here in quarter number 2. A fast-moving first half of football. 8:20 remains into the halftime break. 9-0 Tri-Valley, who scored on their first 2 possessions. We will see their first punt of the ball game, and it will come from Carter Sorensen, who will run for a little bit, and then he will kick it, and he'll get a good kick out of there and good coverage downfield from Tri-Valley. We mentioned their opening kick coverage where Chamberlain had nowhere to go on the return.
Mustangs punt down to the
And
30-yard
good
line.
coverage there on the punt as well. And all in all, that is a good punt for Tri-Valley. Chamberlain will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line, which is their best field position for a drive in this first half. It is their 3rd drive of the ball game. Chamberlain had the ball 11 plays on a drive that started back at their own 24-yard line. They got it down to Tri-Valley's 24-yard line, but wound up giving it up on downs. So Tri-Valley, again, they'll work with zone coverage here as Solik from the pistol takes the snap, and his read says give it to the fullback, Hutmaker, and Noah with the carry. He'll get the football to the, actually he'll lose a couple yards, back to the 28-yard line, and it will be second down at 12.
In on the tackle for the Mustangs.
When you play quarterback, you look and see what the defense gives you, and you have keys that you make these different play calls, and that is the task of this sophomore quarterback, Solik. He may have to get it downfield to soften up the defense a little. Here's Solik looking for a block to the outside. Now he just gets bottled up, and he gets pushed back. He got forward progress to the 30, but that is all as he brings the football to the 29. Are they going to say he lost a little bit more than that? We'll wait for him to place it. Back to the 24-yard line. So it'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it will bring up third down and long for Chamberlain. And for the Cubs now, you've got to be able to
brings up third and 15 for the
pick
Cubs.
up the first down here. This isn't a situation where you would go for it, as the Cubs will survey the defense. 2 receivers to the near side, the short side of the field. They work from the right hash mark as Grazier comes in motion. They'll overload the short side. Solik takes the snap, is back to pass. Rolls to his right, rolls right into pressure, gets away from it, and now he's on the move. Up across the 25, up across the 30, gets what he can to the 35-yard line, and it's forced out of bounds there. So he picks up about 10 yards on that carry, 11 with the run, but he's short of the first down by about 5 yards, and this is an interesting spot in the field for Jeff Rademacher and the Cubs, but it is fourth down with the football at your own 35-yard line. It looks like Chamberlain is going to put the football or punt the football away. And Peyton Hora is back deep. Carter Sorensen and Jaden Seamusma back to receive. Seamusma shows some real speed on that 72-yard touchdown run to start the game. He gets the punt here. Penalty flag is out. Seamusma will field and brings it across the 45 and up to the 47-yard line, but let's sort out the penalty flag, which again came out as the ball was still in the air, as the back judge let the penalty flag fly, and we'll sort things out there. More than likely, it looks like it's going to be against Tri-Valley. For the Mustangs, this would be their first penalty of the first half. It's been a hard-hitting football game, but all in all, well played. Both sides of the football by both teams. We've seen some good offense. We've seen some good defense. And for play number 4 or game number 4 of the season for both of these teams, got to feel good about where their teams are headed going into the home stretch of the season. The officials still conferring as to figure out what the penalty was. And again, the penalty flag flew as the punt was still in the air. So whatever happened, it happened after the punt, and it is going to be an illegal substitution penalty against Tri-Valley. And let's see, if that's an illegal substitution, that means that was what I would call a dead ball foul, which means does Chamberlain wind up with a first down here? And that is definitely a possibility. It was fourth down and about a yard or about 5 yards to go. So if this is a 5-yard penalty, that'll be a first down. But we're going to have to sort it all out. It looks like Chamberlain will get a first down as Cruz Solik buckles the chin strap, and he'll head back to the line of scrimmage. What it looked like was an illegal substitution penalty, and it's actually going to be a 15-yarder. That will move the football to the midfield stripe, and that is a big break for Chamberlain here in this second quarter. 6.5 minutes remain in the period. Chamberlain with the football as they'll continue this drive from the 24. Low snap to Solik, who will field and then move upfield and get what he can, and he is brought down by a swarm of Mustang defenders, but forward progress will get the football into Mustang territory and down to the 49-yard line. A pickup of 1 will bring up second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9 for the Cubs.
Just an absolutely gorgeous night for football. It was near 70 degrees as we approached kickoff, but it's cooled down since. Still just a slight east wind that is a crosswind here at Don Giese Field. Chamberlain back to pass. They'll sling it upfield. Reception made. First down. Getting thrown out of bounds. Sawyer Donovan with the reception. He'll get the football into Tri-Valley territory and down to their 39-yard line. So Chamberlain trying to take advantage of that illegal substitution penalty, which gave Chamberlain a first down as they were trying to punt the football away. Now Chamberlain has been able to move the chains and now have the football inside of the Tri-Valley 40. Cubs have something working again as they'll work again with 4 wide. Solik back to pass, slings it upfield, pass is caught. Nice catch by Hutmaker in the open field, but it took too much momentum away from him. It was a swing pass as Solik could check down as the receivers downfield were covered well by Tri-Valley. They threw it to Hutmaker, who had to slow down to make the catch. It was a nice catch at that, but the momentum slowed him down, and he was not able to turn it up and pick up very much. So he picks up about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 is upcoming as we work to 5 minutes remaining here on the first half. 9-0 is our score. The lead belongs to Tri-Valley. Grazier comes in motion as Solik takes a snap. Back to pass looking. Now Happy Feet as he gets out of the pocket and runs upfield. Again, takes what the defense gives him. And as I look downfield, a good read there by the sophomore quarterback, Cruz Solik. And he brings the football inside the Tri-Valley 35 and down to the 33, making the 32-yard line. And that sets up a very manageable 3rd down and 4.
After the run brings up
Chamberlain
and 3 to go.
Has 3. They have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. We'll see what they do on 3rd down. A shotgun look for the quarterback, Solik. He loses the football, is able to pick it up. Now he's under pressure, and down he goes. The 3rd time he has been sacked in this ball game, and that time a bad snap is what caused it. Isaac McFarland and Aiden Larson in there to make the sack.
15, Cruz Solik.
Solik will cover the football up, but a loss clear back to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line to be exact.
Brings up 4th and 11.
Instead of a 4th and short, it's 4th and long. It's 4th down and 11. It looks like Chamberlain is going to have to punt the football away. And again, you got to give credit to the Tri-Valley defense, who has done good work.
And number 27, Carter Sorensen.
Carter Sorensen, Jaden Seamusma back to punt as the Cubs will get a short line drive punt out. And it will just die as it was nose down and stuck into the soft turf here at Don Giese Field and dies at the 20-yard line. Tri-Valley, with 2 timeouts remaining, will have the football from their own 20-yard line. 3:33 remains until halftime. Chamberlain will have the football to start the second half as Tri-Valley operates with a 9-0 lead. The Mustangs scored on their first play from scrimmage, a 72-yard Jaden Seamusma run. Kick for the 2-point conversion was no good. And on the second possession, Tri-Valley, on their second possession, was able to score on a Reese Smith 28-yard field goal. And as Tri-Valley lines up, we're going to have a whistle, and we are going to have a timeout taken by the Mustangs. We'll take it with them as we work here with 3:33 remaining in the half. 9-0 Mustangs. And we're back in 30 seconds
Proud sponsor
on
of Chamberlain
KPLO.
and surrounding communities, sports and activities.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win. More often, our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you
With John
do.
Neff back at the DRG Media Group World Headquarters, my name's Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us tonight for our coverage of regional high school football, and this one has been a good one after Chamberlain gave up that 72-yard run on the first play from scrimmage. They have been able to play some hard-nosed defense, and Tri-Valley, well, they come in. That's their calling card. They have played tough defense all game long as they have stopped 2 good Chamberlain drives and have kept them off the scoreboard. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line as the quarterback, the sophomore Eli McFarland, will bring him up, pitches it back. Siedesma looking for running room, and that play is strung out well. It will work out to be a short gain as Noah Hutmaker and others in there to make the stop. Number 12, Cody Steen, helping to chase that play down. It will work out to be a gain of 4 yards on the play. And it will bring up second down and 6 as the clock works its way inside of 3 minutes remaining in the half. Tri-Valley took a timeout earlier in this football game. In fact, they had to take a timeout before their first punt. And to take a timeout before they started this drive. So they have just 1 timeout remaining. Here is a sweep play. Siedesma looking for running room, and he is going to get forced out of bounds. Sideline to sideline, the defense for Chamberlain. This time it's Ty Grazier, the junior.
Number 9, Jaden Siemsma.
Makes the stop. Siemsma with the run up across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Forced out of bounds there. And it will bring up a third down and 3 yards to go for Tri-Valley, who are really not in a hurry to get a playoff here as the clock runs closer to the 2-minute mark of this second quarter. Play comes in from the sideline. And now McFarland will walk him to the line of scrimmage. This will be an I formation look. They hand it off to the fullback, and a good call there. Isaac McFarland catches the defense sleeping just a little bit and then fights for some extra yardage. And McFarland brings the football all the way up to the 40-yard line. That was a nice run there. He picked up enough for the first down for sure. And then he worked from the 27 and ran the football all the way up to the 40. So that is a 13-yard run for the fullback, the senior fullback, Isaac McFarland. And it is first down for Tri-Valley. Clock stopped for a moment, but with the ball ready for play, it'll wind. We're at 1:50 remaining in the half. Again, out of the eye, Eli McFarland is back to pass. He'll sling it upfield, and the pass is caught. Getting behind the defense, Tri-Valley, and they'll get into Chamberlain territory. Somehow, Zach Powell was able to receive the football, and that was a well-thrown ball from Eli McFarland. But Powell was able to get behind the defense, and that ball was able to get in there free, but we do have a penalty marker downfield, so let's sort that out. This may be a big-time break for Chamberlain. The penalty flag rests at the 46-yard line. That's a defensive hold, and that means the play is going to stand. So with the pass play, the ball will go all the way to the 24-yard line. And all of a sudden, Tri-Valley's got something cooking with 1:35 remaining until the halftime break. 9-0 is our score as Tri-Valley has the lead. As the Mustangs, with the ball set, now ready for play, are able to spend time in the huddle. And now they'll walk up to the line of scrimmage. As McFarland, the quarterback, under center, hands it off. Isaac McFarland, the ball carrier, and he'll pinball his way down to the 20. Forward progress to the 19-yard line. That will give him a 4-yard gain on first down, and it will bring up second down and 6. Chamberlain with all 3 of their timeouts remaining, but content to let the clock run here. This is kind of all on Tri-Valley here to try to make things happen, but you can pass a little bit, throw the ball out of bounds to stop the clock, or you can run sideline to sideline. We've seen Tri-Valley try to stretch the field a little bit. They'll try to do that here, but a bad pitch. As McFarland tried to get it to Siemsma, and Chamberlain got on top of it. That was a pitch in traffic, and Chamberlain is able to force the turnover. Getting on top of the football for the Cubs is Canyon Burkhardt. And the first turnover of the ball game, the Chamberlain defense makes another stop. So now we'll see with Chamberlain with 3 timeouts remaining. We'll see what they do here with that 4 wide receiver set. It will be Solik all alone in the backfield as he takes the snap, looks, checks down to his third guy. He's covered up. Solik on the move now as he'll run to the sideline and then get spun out of bounds. And a penalty flag is going to come out late.
Number 15, Cruz Solik.
I think they're going to add on to this run here. Solik, who wound up getting his jersey pulled out of his shoulder pads, needs some help to get that done. So we'll see if this is a penalty that goes on top of the run, which was a run all the way out to the 34-yard line. So a pickup of about 10 yards on that run. And now they're going to mark off a few more yards. That's going to be another 15-yard penalty, and that will move the football past midfield and to the 49-yard line. That's the second 15-yard penalty for Tri-Valley in this first half. We'll see if Chamberlain will dial long distance here with 32 seconds remaining in the first half. Two receivers each way. Solik back to pass. He'll sling it. Pass is caught, and the reception made just for a short gain as Chamberlain gets the ball into the hands of Sawyer Donovan. That will move the chains up to the 43-yard line of Tri-Valley. And Chamberlain will use timeout number 1 of the first half. Timeouts are brought to you by Agtegra, who remind you acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today, and we'll break for 30 seconds on KPLO.
Agramax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agramax, shaping the future of ag.
9-0 is our score. Tri-Valley has the lead. Chamberlain with the football. This is a 2nd down and 4 situation for the Cubs with 23 seconds remaining. They have the ball at Tri-Valley's 43-yard line. 2 timeouts in the Cubs' pocket here as we go down the stretch of this second quarter. Solik back to pass looking. Slings it upfield. Pass is tipped and almost intercepted. Coming in there on a delayed blitz was number 42. That was Isaac McFarland. Solik didn't see him. He tried to sling it upfield to Grazier, but Isaac McFarland was able to tip the football, and that was up for grabs. And Grazier turned from a wide receiver to a defensive back in a hurry to knock that football down. And now it's 3rd down and 4 for the Cubs with 18 seconds remaining in the first half. Solik from the gun. Grazier will come from the far side to the near side in motion as they'll overload the short side. Standing tall in the pocket, Solik, but he can only stand for so long as the defensive pressure comes, and Solik brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Austin McNulty, and a loss back to the 45-yard line for Chamberlain, and I think the Cubs are going to let the clock run down for one more play remaining in the half. And we'll see what they do here as they take the timeout with 0.4 of a second remaining. Boy, that was close. But he did, Jeff Rademacher did have the referee right by his side and said, I want to be able to run one more play, and he'll do just that. We'll take a 30-second break and return. 4th and a bunch for Chamberlain. Final play of the first half is upcoming. We're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Join the team and take on your...
Timeout taken here by Chamberlain. Of course, with 0.4 of a second remaining in the half, the final play, we think, until the halftime break. We talked about the quarterback Cruz Solik's arm before. He was able to, we had a 45-yard throw rolling to his left He had to throw across his body and was able to throw it 45 yards. We'll see what he can do here. Squadron left. As Solich works all alone in the backfield, back to pass. Has to step up, but under some pressure, and he will not get a chance to get the ball downfield as he is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. And that is the end of the first half. 9-0 is our score as Tri-Valley has the lead. Our scoreboard brought to you by the folks at Darren Boyle Sales. I invite you to check out the large selection of new and used farming equipment at my lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. New Fair Manufacturing bale processors and new Morris hay hikers on hand at Darren Boyle Sales. And we will take a 3-minute break. Our halftime report brought to you by Buy Right Seed is next on KPLO.
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
For ESPN and Monday Night
Harry K. Ford, your go-to dealer for transparency and the lowest prices. From sales to service, we pride ourselves on transparency.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's
and low prices. It's who we are every day. Family, friends, and Fords in that order.
GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles and a large selection.
Harry K. Ford is your only dealer who does $29.95 oil changes every day. Yep, that includes all the oil for the vehicle. Those other guys don't do that.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd?
Welcome back to Don Giese Field in Chamberlain. We are at halftime of a very entertaining football matchup here tonight as Chamberlain takes on Tri-Valley. Chamberlain 0-3 on the season, Tri-Valley 1-2. And as we mentioned during the broadcast, the calling card for Tri-Valley coming in with their defense, and their defense has played very well. Chamberlain's defense has played very well. The Cub offense was able to move the football between the 25s, but has not been able to get closer than that. Chamberlain wound up turning it over on downs twice in the first half of this football game. They had poor field position to start in the opening quarter, but they were able to turn that field position over because their offense was able to get some first downs. They forced Tri-Valley into some tough field position, and after Tri-Valley had some success on their first two possessions of the football game, we pitched a shutout after that, and it was a very fast-moving 24 minutes of football. We go to the highlight package, and not a lot of highlights to talk about in a 9-0 game, but Tri-Valley elected to have the football first, and Tri-Valley had the football at their own 28-yard line to start from scrimmage, and they were able to score on the opening play. It was Jaden Seamasma who runs it home from 72 yards out. And they'll hand it off on the end-around running play here, and a lot of real estate out in front of Jaden Seamasma, and he is gone. Kick for the two-point conversion is no good, and just like that, with 11:45 remaining in the opening quarter, Tri-Valley had a 6-0 lead. Chamberlain winds up going 3 and out on their first possession. They wind up kicking the football away. Tri-Valley winds up with good field position, but the Chamberlain defense started to stiffen after that. They kept Tri-Valley out of the end zone, and the Mustangs had to settle for a field goal. It was a 28-yard field goal from Reese Smith that capped out the scoring drive for the Mustangs. It was a 9-play, 46-yard scoring drive, and that was the extent of our scoring as they hit that field goal with 3:45 remaining in the opening quarter. After that, Chamberlain was able to get down to the Tri-Valley 24-yard line. They turned it over on downs. Tri-Valley was able to move the football a little bit. Chamberlain was able to get the football downfield. Chamberlain was able to use their passing game to success to start the ball game, but Tri-Valley made some adjustments in the second quarter defensively. They put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Cruz Solik sacked 4 times in the first half, and that really slowed down what could have been some good drives for Chamberlain. But those 4 quarterback sacks kind of held the Chamberlain defense in check, and thus here we are at a 9-0 score as we work at the halftime break. Lots more to talk about as halftime continues. Again, we'll pause for 3 minutes. It's 9-0 Tri-Valley, and we're back
Take the time
after
to
this
listen
on
to your needs
KPLO.
and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dozy specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dozy's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now. Limestone Canyon.
Hungry? Thirsty? The Old 16 Trading Post, located near the beautiful Missouri River in Chamberlain, has you covered. Stop in for a good cup of coffee and grab a donut, muffin, or a fruit cup to get your day started. While you're here, check out our cold case full of fresh fruit, cold chicken, sandwiches, and more. Perfect for a day on the river or a picnic in the park. We also carry a selection of fishing equipment, supplies, and several types of bait. See you on the river. Old 16 Trading Post is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain athletics and activities on liveticket.tv. Hungry?
Is your old flooring looking a little tired? At CBS Flooring in Chamberlain, we have the perfect flooring for your home and office to fit any budget. We stock indoor, outdoor carpets, waterproof luxury vinyl flooring, along with our custom cabinet and countertop line made in South Dakota. Looking for hardwood or ceramic tile? We've got you covered with our large selection to fit any style. Stop into our showroom today, and we'll help you plan your next project from design to installation. Stop by or call Ballot at 605-734-4081 today. CBS Flooring and Cabinetry is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cub sports and activities on liveticket.tv. Is your old
Hopkins Plumbing in Chamberlain is more than your full-service plumbing professionals. They also carry a full range of energy-saving appliances for your entire home, from popular brands like LG, Frigidaire, Maytag, Speed Queen, and Crosby. Hot water, clean clothes, cold food, oh my! And don't think they forgot about our furry friends, livestock, and horses who need access to clean water. They are a premier dealer of Ritchie water tanks. Call them today to take care of all your water and appliance needs, inside and outside. Hopkins Plumbing of Chamberlain are proud sponsors of all local sports and activities on Live Ticket TV.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only only place where you buy.
For all your insurance needs, KPI Insurance has the protection that's right for you and your budget. Whether it's your auto, home, farm, ranch, business, RV, boat, motorcycle, or more, even all of your life and health insurance needs.
We welcome you back to Don Giese Field in Chamberlain. We are at halftime between Tri-Valley and Chamberlain. And at the halftime break, it is Tri-Valley 9 and Chamberlain 0. It will be Chamberlain who will have the football to start the second half. Our coverage of regional high school football will continue tomorrow night on KPLO as David Burrell will fill in for me as he will be in Mount Vernon tomorrow afternoon. A matinee matchup of high school football from the 11-man ranks. Mount Vernon Plankington taking on Miller Highmore Herald. 1:30 with the pregame show as Mr. Burrell is a little longer-winded than I am. Kickoff at 2 p.m. for Mount Vernon tomorrow afternoon as we bring you coverage of regional high school football on KPLO. Of course, we live in central South Dakota. Farmers and ranchers in the area are eternal optimists, and with that, we invite you to join us for Minnesota Vikings football on KPLO. The Vikings on the road again as they will travel to Glendale, Arizona to take on the Arizona Cardinals, and it will be a late afternoon game on Sunday, 3 o'clock with the kickoff, 2 p.m. with your Vikings pregame on your home for Minnesota Vikings football, KPLO. Next Tuesday night, volleyball action for you as it would feature Faulkton area on the road as they travel to Highmore to take on Highmore Herald. A good matchup from two of the good teams. There's several good teams in Region 2B. Should be a fun matchup there, and we'll get things underway with our match coverage at around 7 o'clock next Tuesday. Football action next Friday night will originate from Miller as Miller Highmore Herald will host Jim River. Homecoming for the Rustlers, and we'll have that for you as our pregame show will come your way at around 6:40 next Friday night. And we'll have more as halftime continues here. 9-0 is our score as Tri-Valley leads. And we're back in 3 minutes on KPLO.
KPI Insurance. Call us at 234-2323 and follow us on Facebook.
If you're feeling a little hungry before or after the game, come on over to Charlie's in Chamberlain, South Dakota, where you'll find great food, beverages, and friendly staff. Doors open at 4 and food is served from 5 to 10, 6 days a week, closed on Sundays. No time to hang out? Their full menu of burgers, steaks, seafood, and Mexican cuisine is available for takeout too. Just call 605-234-6238. Oh, and don't forget about the party room that can be set up and ready to go for your next meeting, birthday party, Christmas party, or bridal showers and much more. Charlie's are proud supporters of the Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs on liveticket.tv. If you're
the friendly folks at Fields Collision Center in Chamberlain are the experts, and they get your ride back in tip-top shape. Established in 1962, they offer full collision repair work with wheel alignments, windshield replacement and repair, tire replacement and repair, and suspension work. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5:30. Plus, they offer 24-hour towing service. Fields Collision Center, where driving your dream is a sure thing. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports and activities, broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Quench that thirst and feed that craving at the newly reopened Silver Dollar Pug and Grub in Chamberlain, South Dakota. Whether you need a place to watch the big game or warm up after a day of fishing or hunting, we have you covered with a new bar snack menu and a great lunch special Monday through Friday. While you wait for your food, challenge someone to a great game of darts, foosball, or a game of pool. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain and surrounding communities, sports and activities.
Call in orders at 234-5325.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win. More often, our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. AgriMax, shaping the future of ag.
Experience food shopping the way it should be at the
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school.
Back here in Chamberlain, we are at halftime. A very good football game here this evening on a very nice fall evening in central South Dakota. 9-0 is our score as Tri-Valley has the lead over Chamberlain. It will be the Cubs that will have the football to start the second half. Chamberlain playing their fourth game of the season. It's Parents' Night here in Chamberlain as they are honoring their seniors who have been a big part of this Chamberlain program over the years. Cubs will be on the road next week as they travel to Belle Fourche, and then they'll have another home game on the 2nd of October as they will host Sisseton. That will be a Saturday afternoon game. We'll have that on KPLO. The Cubs will have their homecoming on October 8th as they take on Canton. Then they will be on the road at Lennox. They will have that game on KPLO on the 15th of October. They'll finish up the regular season on the 21st for the regular season for Chamberlain. They will be on the road at Custer. And for Chamberlain to get into the playoffs, they need to be able to pick up some wins. This is one of those games that Chamberlain, I think, has to have circled on their schedule where they hope to be able to earn a victory here. We'll see how things go in the second half. For Tri-Valley, they will be on the road at Sisseton next week, followed by a matchup where they host Madison on the 2nd of October, or on the 1st of October, pardon me. Then on the road at Lennox, on the road at Vermilion, and then they will be home for their final regular season game of the season as they will take on Del Rapids. And again, from Tri-Valley, kind of the same scenario that Chamberlain is in with just one victory. Again, they play a tough schedule. Chamberlain's schedule is pretty tough as well, so some bonus points due to strength of competition or strength of schedule definitely going to enter into the seeding points as far as that's concerned. But person needs to get a win here at some point as Chamberlain trying to get ready to go here, and a big second half upcoming for Chamberlain as they'll have the football as we're getting ready to kick things off here with a little bit more time on the clock. Let's take a 60-second break and return. 60 seconds here. You're listening to coverage of regional high school football from KPLO.
Live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Harry K. Ford, your go-to dealer for transparency and the lowest prices. From sales to service, we pride ourselves on transparency and low prices. It's who we are every.
Before we get back to it, let's update a couple scores that we have for you. At halftime at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre, it is Potter County with a 22-6 lead over Stanley County, and out west at Douglas, Pierre with a 41-0 lead. And out in the Western time zone, they are just shy of the halftime break out there. So we get ready to kick off here. You're listening to coverage of regional high school football from KPLO 94.5 FM, Reliance, Chamberlain, K263AW, the 100.5 FM in Pierre, Fort Pierre. We are proud and card-carrying members of the DRG Media Group as Tri-Valley with Reese Smith getting set to kick off. And back deep, we will see Ty Grazier back deep along with number 21, Sawyer Donovan. And it will be Grazier who will field it at his own 10-yard line up across the 15, 20, 25, and popped out of bounds there. And defensively, number 83, Zach Powell in there to make the stop for Tri-Valley. But Chamberlain, they will have the football to start here in the second half as they will give Glacier a return up to the 24-yard line.
Where we have our athletic director, Bill Kurtz, joined by Erica Peterson on behalf of Sanford. They're presenting a check for $805 to the athletic organization, as well as paying for our Big Pink jerseys.
So now Chamberlain will start out with the drive here. Solik with it. From the 25, calls his own number as he crosses the 25 and brings the football up to the 28-yard line. Short gain on that first down run for Solik. Chamberlain needs to find a way to kind of soften up this defensive look. 4 down linemen for Tri-Valley. They will work with 2 linebackers. They will also line up with them slots and coverage as they cover up the slot man. Chamberlain trying to move the slot man around a little bit as Grazier will move from left to right, and they'll get it to him. Grazier with the catch makes one man miss, and then Grazier with a nice second effort brings it up across the 35 and to the 36-yard line. And from our vantage point, that should be enough for a first down. And a well-designed play by Chamberlain and a well-thrown ball on time by the quarterback, Cruz Solik. They pick up 9 on the first down, and that will be a first down for Chamberlain as the Cubs work here early in quarter number 3. It is a 9-0 lead for Tri-Valley as Chamberlain, out of the shotgun formation, Solik will take the snap and hand it off. Hutmaker, the ball carrier, and he will not find much. He has some success early in the first half, but those quarterback draw plays, those runs out of the shotgun formation, kind of sniffed out by the Mustang defense. Isaac McFarland and others were in there to make the stop on Hutmaker. He'll lose a yard on the play, back to the 35-yard line, so Chamberlain faces a second down and 11. Shotgun look this time as Solik will survey the defense. Again, a little zone coverage as they have a deep safety back. The man will come in motion. Solik back to pass, fires it upfield, and it's in and out of the hands of Ty Grazier, and he was wide open. He was in position to pick up the first down, and Solik made the right read. And Grazier ran a nice route, but could not hang on to the football, and it's third down and 11. So the last thing Chamberlain wants to do on this first possession of the second half is to have to give the football to this Tri-Valley offense right away. Chamberlain would love to be able to pick up a first down or 2, if nothing else. A couple more first downs. They've already got 1 in this drive. But they also would like to be able to put some points on the board. They're still looking for their first points of the contest here. Solik back to pass, and now he's under some pressure, and down he goes. He had nowhere to go that time. Getting back there with Connor Christensen, a 6'6 senior for Tri-Valley. And he got a hold of Solik and would not let go. Kind of tackled him a little bit high. They're going to say that he ripped the ball out of the hands of Solik, and that is a turnover. Chamberlain.
Fumble on the play recovered by the Mustangs.
And Tri-Valley is going to have the football, and this is going to be a big break for them as they'll have the football at Chamberlain's 25-yard line. They lead by a score of 9-0. 9:53 remains in the third quarter here. As Solik, or the quarterback for Tri-Valley, that is Eli McFarland, will bring him up in an I formation look. Slot to the short side of the field as they will hand it off. The fullback, Isaac McFarland, and he will not get much. Positive yardage, though, inside the 20 and down to about the 16-yard line. That is a gain of 4, and we'll bring up second down and 6. So Chamberlain trying to make something happen offensively. Cruz Solik, who really had nowhere to go with the football, was sacked and had the ball taken out of his hands. And the Cubs with their first turnover of the ball game, and now Tri-Valley is going to try to turn it into points. McFarland hustles to the line of scrimmage. The countdown is on as they hand it off. This is the ball carrier, Jaden Seamusma. And he will get stood up near the first down marker. It's going to be a short gain there of about 3 yards.
Stopped by number 42, Noah Hutmaker.
as Chamberlain makes a stop, and it will be a 2-yard gain, and 3rd down and 3 is upcoming for Tri-Valley, who have the football inside of the Chamberlain 20, their first possession of the second half. We have 8:45 remaining in quarter number 3. From the right hash mark, Eli McFarland, the sophomore quarterback for the Tri-Valley Mustangs, brings him up, hands it off. Isaac McFarland, and he has stood up and has nowhere to go. Big-time defensive play there. Canyon Burkhardt, the 6'6 sophomore, got in there and blew that play up. No gain on the play, and it will bring up 4th down, and our biggest play of the third quarter is upcoming here. Chance for the Chamberlain defense to make a stand. And earlier in the ball game, Tri-Valley kicked a field goal from this spot, but they're not going to do it here. They'll send a man in motion, hand it off. Seamusma looking for running room. He's going to be hit hard, but I think he had enough momentum to kind of push the tackle a little bit forward. He does go down. It was a sure-handed tackle made there by Chamberlain, but Seamusma had the momentum and is able to roll forward, and he'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. He needed about 3. He got 3.5, and that is a first down for Tri-Valley just inside the Chamberlain 10-yard line, and it will be first down and goal from there. Again, Tri-Valley will come to the line of scrimmage. This is kind of a double wing look as they'll go student body right. McFarland with the running play, and he is going to be stood up and has nowhere to go. Noah Hutmaker gets in there and makes the stop, has some help there. Number 81, Thomas Powell gets in there, and a little bit of a gain, short gain. As they move the football to the 6, it will be second down and goal from there. But that was a tough 3 yards by the quarterback, Eli McFarland. Clock running down to the 7-minute mark of this third quarter. One thing about it is Chamberlain has really thrown the football as much as they have run it, but most of the passing plays have been inside passing plays, and things have really scooted along here in this first half plus of this ball game. Running game, running play that goes nowhere for Tri-Valley. Again, Eli McFarland calling his own number. But again, the Chamberlain defense is to the task. No gain on the play. Zach Toring and others in there to make the stop. It was a swarm of red jerseys around the football. And no gain on the play. Third down and goal from here. It'll be interesting to see if Chamberlain can hold here, whether or not Tri-Valley will trot out their field goal kicker. He hit a 28-yarder in the first half from about this same spot. McFarland will go in motion. Back to pass looking. Going to fire it upfield. The pass is tipped and incomplete. Ty Grazier makes the defensive play as he jumped that route and was able to knock it down. Austin McNulty was the intended receiver, but Ty Grazier makes the big defensive play for Chamberlain, and the field goal unit is out there. Reese Smith, well, Smith is going to set the pod down, so we are going to try a field goal here. It will be out of the hold of Holden Rise, and it will be a 22-yard field goal from the right hash mark. Rise will field the snap. It's a good one, and the kick is up with plenty of leg, and it is right down the middle and good. Reese Smith with a 22-yard field goal. That extends the Tri-Valley lead. It's now Tri-Valley 12 and Chamberlain 0, and Tri-Valley will kick off in 1 minute on KPLO.
Family, friends, and Fords in that order. Harry K. Ford is your only dealer who does $29.95 oil changes every day. Yep, that includes all the oil for the vehicle. Those other guys don't do that.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor.
Designed to handle extreme vibrations and temperatures. Visit Titan Chamberlain today to purchase genuine Case IH lubricants, filters, and batteries to get the most out of your investment.
Well, Chamberlain on the return. It's Ty Grazier. And Grazier got to the 20 and then reversed his field and tried to make something out of nothing, and he winds up giving up a few yards back to the 15-yard line. Penalty flag comes out as well. We'll sort that out, but it looks like Chamberlain is going to have some tough field position to start this drive, which is their second drive of the second half. So as the officials score settle things out, it is going to be it's going to be a personal foul whistled against Chamberlain. And it is going to move the football to the 9-yard line. So the third penalty committed to be a half the distance to the goal line penalty. And Chamberlain will have the football 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. So not a good start for Chamberlain's drive here. And the Cubs need points. They trail by a 12-0 score as we work through this third quarter. Solik with Hutmaker alongside, surveys the defense, takes the snap. Solik tries to run with it, and he is going to be bottled up, and it'll be a short gain. Maybe to the line of scrimmage, and that is all, as they pile and then unpile. And Tri-Valley, a lot of white jerseys on the football. Austin McNulty off the bottom of the pile. Another 6'6" guy for Tri-Valley. They've got some big kids along that front defensive and offensive line. So it's 2nd down and 10 with the football at the 9-yard line for Chamberlain. All alone in the backfield is Solik as they work with 5 wides. Hutmaker will go in motion to the left. Solik takes the snap, back to pass, throws a slant. It's caught. It's Grazier who makes the catch. Ty will try to fight for yardage as he gets across or near the 15-yard line, and he'll be brought down there. But positive yardage for Chamberlain. They get it past the 10 and up near the 15-yard line, and it will bring up a 3rd down and 4-yard to go situation for Chamberlain. We should recap the scoring drive for Tri-Valley. After they got the football at Chamberlain's 20, they ran the football for 7 plays. Had to settle for a Reese Smith 22-yard field goal, and they extend the lead to 12-0. Now Chamberlain facing a 3rd down and 4 here. They need to turn over field position. Solik will grip it and rip it. First down catch made. That's Sawyer Donovan on the far side, and Donovan up across the 20 and across or near the 25-yard line. They'll give him forward progress to the 25-yard line, and that is a Chamberlain Cub. So now Chamberlain, with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter, at least get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. Again, Solik will survey the defense. As the Mustangs will work in a little bit of a cover, too. They'll hand it on the jet sweep. This is Powell who looks for running room. He gets a block and gets to the outside, but it is closed in on well by the Tri-Valley defense. Powell will wind up with just a 4-yard run. Isaac McFarland, linebacker, in fact, the far side linebacker, he ran a long ways to cover that play up. And he forces Powell to a 4-yard gain, and it will bring up 2nd down and 6. But a good misdirection play to try to keep the defense honest. Again, zone coverage in the outside as the Cubs hand it off, and this is Noah Hutmaker. And Hutmaker is going to be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Had nowhere to go. As the tackle made by Brandon Havlicek. and others in there to make the stop. And it will be 3rd down and 10 after they picked up 4 on the first down play and then lose on the second down play, and it's 3rd down and 10. Already 2:40 remains in this third quarter. Both teams have kept it between the hash marks, if you will. And the clock has rolled right along as it cools off here at Don Giese Field in Chamberlain. Solik will survey the defense once again. He'll redirect 3 receivers to the wide side. Solik will fire it upfield, and that time some miscommunication and a timing pattern that was thrown up for grabs, and it was incomplete. I think he was trying to hit Thomas Powell, but Powell wasn't ready for the football, and Solik got rid of it a little quicker than he perhaps wanted to, but there was pressure there as well, and it will be 4th down. And Chamberlain's going to have to punt the football away. It will be Peyton Hora who will punt it away. Jaden Seamusma back deep, and now there'll be a double safety heading back for the Mustangs as Hora with a low line drive punt. Seamusma will let it go and makes the wise decision there. Chamberlain had good coverage downfield. Ball covered up by Sawyer Donovan. The ball will roll all the way to the Mustang 36-yard line. Tri-Valley will have the football there, 1st and 10, with 2:13 remaining in the third quarter. Tri-Valley scored on a 72-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage in the ball game. Since then, it has been 2 Tri-Valley field goals have been the only scoring in the ball game. 12-0 is our score as Tri-Valley leads. But Chamberlain has just not been able to string enough good plays together. They've had good plays from time to time, but has not been able to string enough of those plays together to get the ball into the end zone. But they have been good from about the 30 to the 30. But they have been stymied there. As the quarterback, McFarland, will hand it off, and Seamusma bottled up behind the line of scrimmage, and he does a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage. Noah Hutmaker in there to make the stop once again, as Seamusma had nowhere to go. And it will bring up 2nd down, but give Seamusma some credit. And again, he was the one that had the 72-yard touchdown run and definitely showed some good speed, and he was stuffed about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he was able to get out of a disastrous would-be tackle from Chamberlain and was able to get to the line of scrimmage, and they can try 2nd down and 10 once again. From the right hash mark this time, offset in the backfield, slot to the left side. They'll go short side with Seamusma, and he's going to be stood up and brought down. Ty Grazier, the nice open field tackle. Noah Hutmaker was there to help out as well, and helping clean up the play was Zachary Toring, but it was Ty Grazier that got in there and held Seamusma after a short gain. It'll be about a yard gain, and it will bring up 3rd down and 9. As we will already work into the final minute of quarter number 3. 12-0 is our score. Tri-Valley working with the advantage and pitching the shutout defensively so far. McFarland, play action, back to pass, fires it upfield. He's got a man at Seamusma, and it was thrown behind him. Made a nice adjustment to get to the football, but could not haul it in. Grazier was back there in coverage, but he was beat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down, and Tri-Valley is going to have to punt the football away.
In the punt for the Mustangs, number 27, Carter Sorensen.
The punter for Tri-Valley, the sophomore Carter Sorensen. Sawyer Donovan and Levi Miller back to field the kickoff for Chamberlain, and now a whistle, and that is an official's timeout. And that's a timeout taken by Chamberlain. Timeout taken by Chamberlain with 44 seconds remaining third quarter. 12-0 Tri-Valley, and we're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
Of local sports and communities activities.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com.
Well, before the Tri-Valley punt, Chamberlain uses their first timeout of the second half, and we'll see if that is a costly timeout used early in this second half. But they had to use the timeout to get everybody lined up, and now we're set to go as Tri-Valley will get set to kick the football once again. Again, Carter Sorensen back deep. And to field the punt for Chamberlain, we'll see Sawyer Donovan and Levi Miller. The Cubs should wind up with decent field position, but we'll see if they can get any return off here, as it is a kick that will be a line drive that will hit the sideline and go out of bounds. It hit the hash mark and then rolled right out of bounds, and it will be at the 34-yard line. Chamberlain, their third drive of this second half, will have the football here. From the 34-yard line, 38 seconds remain in the third quarter. So time for one play, maybe two in this third quarter. Solik with Hutmaker alongside. Hutmaker from the left side to the right side. Will take the snap, and he's back to pass. Slings it upfield. Pass is caught. That is Powell. Makes one man miss, and Powell will get up to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. He caught that football behind the line of scrimmage, made a man miss to prevent a loss, and then was able to get to the line of scrimmage and brought down there. It was McFarland, Isaac McFarland, that got in there and made the stop. It will bring up second down and 10, and Powell lucky just to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that was kind of a dangerous throw as he threw to the wide side of the field. Solik surveying the defense once again. Receivers, two receivers each way. Solik is back to pass. Going to fire the deep ball this time, and it's underthrown, and it's intercepted. Interception made by Carter Sorensen, or down the sideline. It's Lawson Loiso with the interception. The second turnover for Chamberlain. Second turnover of this second half. And now Tri-Valley with some, again, good field position as they're going to have the football at Chamberlain's 28-yard line. And that will be the end of quarter number 3. Scoreboard comes to you from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the large selection of new and used farm equipment in my lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Don't forget, you can shop online anytime at DarrenBoyleSales.com. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, too. And we're back in 1 minute for the fourth quarter on KPLO.
Now, Limestone Canyon.
Hungry? Thirsty? The Old 16 Trading Post, located near the beautiful Missouri River in Chamberlain, has you covered. Stop in for a good cup of coffee and grab a donut, muffin, or a fruit cup to get your day started. While you're here, check out our cold case full of fresh fruit, cold chicken, sandwiches, and more. Perfect for a day on the river or a picnic in the park. We also carry a selection of fishing equipment, supplies, and several types of bait. See you on the river. Old 16 Trading Post is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain athletics and activities on liveticket.tv. Hungry?
Is your old flooring looking a little tired? At CBS Flooring in Chamberlain, we have the perfect flooring for your home and office to fit any budget. We stock indoor, outdoor carpets, waterproof luxury vinyl flooring, along with our custom cabinet and countertop line made in South Dakota. Looking for hardwood or ceramic tile? We've got you covered with our large selection to fit any style. Stop into our showroom today, and we'll help you plan your next project from design to installation. Stop by or call Ballot at 605-734-4081 today. CBS Flooring and Cabinetry is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports.
With John Neff back at DRG World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us for our coverage of regional high school football, along with the Chamberlain crew here from Live Ticket. We thank you for joining us for our coverage of regional high school football tonight. Tri-Valley, after the Chamberlain interception, will start the fourth quarter. First down and 10 from the Chamberlain 28-yard line, and the Mustangs will run off tackle. Short running play there. The running back, that's Isaac McFarland, the fullback. And he gets the football down to the 26-yard line. That will be a gain of 2, and it will bring up 2nd down and 7. Again, Chamberlain has been able to move the football at times. They have not been completely stymied by this Tri-Valley defense. But Chamberlain not able to move the football into the end zone as of yet. As Tri-Valley will hand off here, and Tri-Valley will turn the corner, and this is a nice running play, and getting the ball to the outside. Carter Sorensen with the carry. He should have a first down as he gets inside the 20 and gets down to the 14-yard line. And Chamberlain's defense has been asked to do a lot in this second half. After Chamberlain fumbled it early in the third quarter, Chamberlain defense was able to hold Tri-Valley for 7 plays and forced a Tri-Valley field goal, one of 2 that the Mustangs have made in this contest. But they have kept Tri-Valley out of the end zone with the exception of that first play from scrimmage to open the ball game. But here a tough spot, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, and a handoff right up the middle. And again, it's Isaac McFarland, the ball carrier. And McFarland will get the football inside the 10 and down to about the 5.
First down on the play.
So that'll be another first down. And on the last couple plays, and this is the first time that we could really say this, that Tri-Valley has been able to pick up big chunks of yardage, and have done that on the last 2 plays from scrimmage. So it will be first down and goal with the football officially just outside of the Chamberlain 5-yard line. The Tri-Valley quarterback is sophomore Eli McFarland. Isaac McFarland, the senior, behind him, and they'll hand the football off. This is Jaden Seamusma, who will look for running room and not find much. Maybe to about the 2. And Seamusma with the carry will get down to the 2-yard line, and it will be 2nd down and goal from there. Play number 4 of a drive upcoming that started at Chamberlain's 28-yard line after the interception thrown by Cruz Solik. The second turnover for Chamberlain in the second half. Tri-Valley will bring the football to the line of scrimmage. This is Eli McFarland. Seamusma in motion. They'll give it off, and the fullback will get close to the goal line, and I think he's in. Yes, he is in. And I'm not sure if that was McFarland. I think it was. It was Isaac McFarland, the ball carrier, and he will score the 2-yard touchdown. Touchdown comes with 10:23 remaining fourth quarter. That makes it an 18-0 score as we await the extra point try from kicker Reese Smith. Out of the hold of Holden Rise, and they have done a good job here tonight. They missed the extra point, but have hit 2 field goals since. Good snap, good hold, a line drive kick that is wide left and no good. So it is Tri-Valley 18, Chamberlain 0, and Tri-Valley will kick off in 1 minute. We are back in 1 minute as we will continue our coverage of regional high school football on KPLO.
Activities on liveticket.tv. Is your old
Hopkins Plumbing in Chamberlain is more than your full-service plumbing professionals. They also carry a full range of energy-saving appliances for your entire home, from popular brands like LG, Frigidaire, Maytag, Speed Queen, and Crosby. Hot water, clean clothes, cold food, oh my! And don't think they forgot about our furry friends, livestock, and horses who need access to clean water. They are a premier dealer of Ritchie water tanks. Call them today to take care of all your water and appliance needs, inside and outside. Hopkins Plumbing of Chamberlain are proud sponsors of all local sports and activities on Live Ticket TV.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
For all your insurance needs, KPI Insurance has the protection that's right for you and your budget, whether it's your auto, home, farm, ranch, business, RV.
Well, Reese Smith will kick off for the Mustangs. A high, deep kick fielded by, I believe that's C.J. Yost, the return man. A penalty flag comes out at the end of the play, and The return by Levi Miller, actually, the sophomore, wearing number 26, brings the football up across the 15, brought down at the 18-yard line. But again, let's sort the penalty flag out, which came out at the end of the play before Chamberlain is going to wind up with the football. Scoring drive for Tri-Valley. They go 28 yards in 5 plays after the Chamberlain interception, and Isaac McFarland 2-yard touchdown run. The second touchdown scored in the ball game. The first point scored in the second half of this contest, as the officials again will continue to confer, and they are going to mark off a penalty against Chamberlain, and this is going to be a costly penalty, as they're going to go 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and that's going to move the football back to the 9-yard line, and that is where Chamberlain is going to have it here, first down and 10. The Cubs work with 2 timeouts remaining, as the Cubs need to move the football a little bit against field position. Not working in the direction of the Cubs here in this fourth quarter. Solik looks for some running room now. He'll step out of a tackle and now hustle and try to get to the outside. He crosses the 10 and is brought down at the 15-yard line. It'll be about a 6-yard run for the quarterback, Cruz Solik, as the tackle made by Eli McFarland and others. It will be a gain of 7. We'll bring up second down and 3. And again, Chamberlain, who they need 3 scores now. Clock inside of 10 minutes remaining in the quarter. Chamberlain with a little sense of urgency here early in the fourth period. Solik from the gun with 5 in the pattern. Back to pass. He'll chuck the deep ball. And the pass is incomplete. Ball was thrown out of bounds. A lot of contact. And a pass that was wide and out of bounds, but I think they're going to call pass interference here. And that's going to be a break for Chamberlain. But you could perhaps question whether or not that was a catchable ball, as there was a ton of contact there, and the pass, which needed to be thrown to the outside shoulder, was well out of bounds. And the officials are going to confer, and I think that's what they're talking about here. This could be a big swing either way. Currently, the pass interference call would be a big break for Chamberlain. So now they're going to get set to mark off the 15-yard penalty, which will be from the 15-yard line, which will move the football to the 30. And that will be the 3rd penalty for 45 yards for Tri-Valley in this contest. Chamberlain with 4 penalties if you're scoring at home. 1 fumble for Tri-Valley, a fumble and an interception for Chamberlain. The interception was a costly one, as it resulted in a touchdown just scored by the Mustangs. Back to pass, Solik upfield, Grazier. Quick catch, Grazier with the run after the catch. The rack yards up across the 34, 35-yard line. It will be second down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 is coming. And Solik, he hustled to the sideline, got the play call, and his team's on their way to the line of scrimmage. 9 minutes remain here in the fourth quarter. And again, Chamberlain needs 3 scores to win this ball game. So they've got some work to do here as they work in the fourth quarter. Solik, quarterback draw, gets up across the 40 and then is pushed back. Forward progress should get him close to the first down as he gets the mark to the 41, and that will be enough for a first down. So the 42-yard line.
Gain of about 7 on the play, and that's good.
Chamberlain will. And the Cubs will have the football here and a fresh set of downs to work with. Hutmaker alongside Solik this time. 2 receivers each way. Solik a little confused as he went to the left side of the formation. Now back to the right, then the left. And Solik will keep it himself. And this time, the Tri-Valley defense is ready. There was nowhere to go for Cruz Solik. And he'll be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage, Caden Reuter and others. And there were several. Austin McNulty, Jaden Seamusma was there. There was nowhere to go as that play was sniffed out by Tri-Valley. They'll lose 5 yards on the play, and it will bring up second down and 15. Chamberlain started this drive as they had the football back at their own 9-yard line after a penalty on the kickoff return. They find themselves here facing a second down and 15 situation with the football at the Chamberlain 36. Man will go in motion. That is Powell. Solik with a long count. Back to pass. Swings it. Ball tipped. It's loose and it's incomplete. Incomplete pass there, which will stop the clock, and that'll allow Solik to hustle to the sideline and get the play call from the Chamberlain bench. But that was a tip ball as Solik, who more often than not throughout this ball game has been able to check off that first receiver, go to a second, even a third receiver, as he's had some, when he's had time to look that far. He was locked into one guy, one receiver there, and the defender was able to get a hand up and knocked it down, was almost able to make the interception. Hutmaker alongside Solik. Grazier, slot man right side, back to pass. They'll overload the wide side and dump it off to Hutmaker, who makes a man miss, and Noah Hutmaker with the carry will get past the 40 and up to the 44-yard line. And that will be a pickup of about 8 yards on the play, and it will bring up a third down. Fourth down, actually. It'll be fourth down and about 7. And I think at this point, for Chamberlain, as you're down to 7 minutes remaining in the ball game, I thought maybe they would go for it. There wasn't a lot of personnel changes, but they are going to punt the football away. So now Chamberlain will punt it away, and we'll see if Tri-Valley will work the clock a little bit. A line drive punt for Hora. And no return as Tri-Valley wisely gets out of the way. And the ball will just roll dead. Down to the 21-yard line. Tri-Valley will have the football there. First down and 10. As we mentioned, 6:50 remains in the ball game. An 18-0 lead for the Mustangs, who scored on their first play from scrimmage, missed the extra point to make it 6-0. They kicked a field goal on their next possession to make it 9-0. And then we played a scoreless second quarter, and it was still 9-0 at half. Only 3 points scored in the third quarter. That was a Reese Smith 22-yard field goal for the Tri-Valley Mustangs to make it 12-0. And after a Chamberlain turnover early in the fourth, Tri-Valley was finally able to get it into the end zone, miss the extra point, and make it 18-0. Here is Tri-Valley with the run. The ball carrier, Jaden Seamasma, the senior who has a lot of speed. He was defended well as the sophomore Levi Miller comes in and makes the stop. Seamasma keeps the ball inbounds to keep the clock running, picks up 6 yards on the run, and it will bring up a 2nd down and 4 situation. And if you're Tri-Valley, you just want to just keep churning up yardage. We'll see how their sophomore quarterback Eli McFarland manages clock here as we work through the final 6 minutes of this ball game. 2nd down and 4 here. Chamberlain is going to have to commit to the run as they put 8 in the box. And a handoff right up the middle. The fullback, Isaac McFarland, the senior, gets the football past the 35 up to the 36, 37-yard line. And that will be enough for a first down for Tri-Valley. So a first down for Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley will continue to work on the clock here as they have the football at their own 37-yard line. 5:45 remains in this ball game. Been a very entertaining football game considering how low the scoring has been. This has been some good hard-nosed football on the part of both of these teams. Ball loose that time, but I think Tri-Valley gets back on top of it. Eli McFarland had called his own number. I think he was trying to run option a little bit, but it was McFarland that got back on top of it. They cover the ball up at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 2nd down and 10. And if you're Tri-Valley, that's okay. Keep possession. Keep it between the ditches, if you will. Keep it between the hash marks and keep the clock running. Again, Chamberlain needs 3 scores to win. And as the clock continues to wind, it becomes more and more of a daunting task for this Chamberlain offense. McFarland will send a man in motion. They'll pitch it to Seamasma. Chamberlain will try to string the play out. Seamasma fighting for yardage. A good stiff arm and a better tackle made by Chamberlain. Cody Steen will make the tackle for Chamberlain. The Cubs have done some good things. They have been hard-nosed and defensively, well, they've just been defensively stingy in this ball game. Seamasma with a run of about 4 yards. Call it 5, and it will be 3rd down and 5. And Tri-Valley can just continue to be more and more patient as the clock works in 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. 18-0 is our score. And here is Tri-Valley on the end around. Carter Sorensen with it. And again, they'll try to stay in bounds, but Noah Hutmaker will throw the ball carrier Sorensen out of bounds. I'm not sure if that will stop the clock or not. It will with 4:03 remaining, but that run by Sorensen was enough for a first down. And actually, pardon me, it's just a little bit short. It will be 4th down and less than a yard. I think they'll bring the chains out. The chain gang will get a little bit of exercise here late in this ball game. We talked about how wonderful the weather was to start. And it was. Temperature in the low 70s when we kicked off. Just a slight east wind, which was a crosswind. It really did not affect the passing game for Chamberlain, as they give Tri-Valley the first down after the officials have a little bit of a conversation. The chain gang did not have to come out on the field, and they determined it was a first down for the Mustangs. But the clock is stopped with 4:03 remaining. But as we have went through the evening, it's a little cooler at halftime, and as we get to the 9 o'clock hour here in Chamberlain, things cooling down a little bit more. In fact, I think we're going to be inside of 50 degrees for our evening low tonight. Handoff, Seamusville looked for running room. Noah Hutmaker stays at home, and no gain on the play. But the clock will run, and that's advantage Tri-Valley as the Mustangs appear to be on their way to picking up their first victory of the season. And for Chamberlain, they're going to drop to 0-4 here, but I'm telling you, there's some things they can build on. Some good football played by this Chamberlain squad here tonight. And Tri-Valley can be very patient as they break huddle here. And their quarterback, Eli McFarland, he's going to run a play here inside or with about 10 seconds on the play clock. He could be looking to that back judge and get the 10-second signal from, wait for that 10-second signal, but instead he'll hand the football off and another running play that will pick up about 5 yards and get the football to the Chamberlain side of the 50 into the Cub 47-yard line. And Tri-Valley just continues to chew up some clock here. And if you're up by 18 and your defense has pitched a shutout, it is fitting that this is the way this game is going to run down. McFarland will walk him to the line of scrimmage. McFarland, the fullback, they'll give it to him. Isaac McFarland, the ball carrier, he will have a first down as he churns and burns and gets the football down to the 42-yard line. 2:25 remains in the ball game, with Tri-Valley leading 18-0. This is as we mentioned coming in, both of these teams with their playoff aspirations circled this game on their schedule and said this was a game we need to have if we want to make the football playoffs. Well, this will help Tri-Valley's chances. We'll see how things work for Chamberlain down the stretch. The Tri-Valley, they're in the driver's seat here, as again they'll work double wing. Hand it off to Seamusma, look for some running room and will not find much. And Chamberlain is going to fight for the last play and to the last play. And if you're Jeff Rademacher, that's all you can ask your troops to do. It'll be about a 2-yard run as Zach Toring and others got in there and made the stop. And it will bring up 2nd down and 7. And this Tri-Valley ball club who comes in and their calling card when we talk to head coach Dan Sneathen, our defense is what has carried us. Our team defense has got us where we are right now, and their defense has played well here tonight. Hand off Isaac McFarland as he'll just blast his way forward. He'll be close to a first down as he gets the football to the 32-yard line, but a penalty flag comes out late, so we'll sort this out. Stops the clock with 1:15 remaining. After Tri-Valley got the football after the Chamberlain punt at the 21-yard line, this is the 10th play that they have run. And they have just chewed up this fourth quarter clock, and that, again, is just good football on the part of the Tri-Valley Mustangs. And they're going to mark the penalty against Chamberlain. It's going to be a 5-yarder. The 5th penalty of the night for the Cubs, and it will be another first down for the Mustangs. As they reset the clock, they reset the chains. They'll wind the clock now as we work our way closer to the final minute of this ball game, with Tri-Valley leading by an 18-0 score. Eli McFarland will take the snap and take the knee, and Chamberlain, with 2 timeouts remaining, content to let the clock run. And as we said, both teams, I think, they'll have some game film that they can show their team on Monday, because both teams did some good things. It was just Tri-Valley, that first play from scrimmage where they went in or scored a touchdown from 72 yards out, really was the momentum swing in this ball game. The defenses took care of business after that. One more knee, and this ball game is in the books. And McFarland in victory formation. We'll let the clock wind down. Waits for that back judge to make the count. He'll take the snap, drop to a knee, and there's your ball game. Final score, 18-0. Tri-Valley is victorious. Scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. I invite you to check out my large selection of new and used farm equipment, including Fair Manufacturing bale processors, Ideal and Wheatheart Post Founders, and Morris Hay Hikers. They're all available for you right now at Darren Boyle Sales. Shop online anytime at DarrenBoyleSales.com. Like the Darren Boyle Sales Facebook page, because we would like that. Post game is next. We're back in 3 minutes on KPLO.
Motorcycle or more, even all of your life and health insurance needs. KPI Insurance, call us at 234-2323 and follow us on Facebook.
If you're feeling a little hungry before or after the game, come on over to Charlie's in Chamberlain, South Dakota, where you'll find great food, beverages, and friendly staff. Doors open at 4 and food is served from 5 to 10, 6 days a week, closed on Sundays. No time to hang out? Their full menu of burgers, steaks, seafood, and Mexican cuisine is available for takeout too. Just call 605-234-6238. Oh, and don't forget about the party room that can be set up and ready to go for your next meeting, birthday party, Christmas party, or bridal showers, and much more. Charlie's are proud supporters of the Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs on LiveTicket.tv. If you're
the friendly folks at Fields Collision Center in Chamberlain are the experts, and they get your ride back in tip-top shape. Established in 1962, they offer full collision repair work with wheel alignments, windshield replacement and repair, tire replacement and repair, and suspension work. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5:30. Plus, they offer 24-hour towing service. Fields Collision Center, where driving your dream is a sure thing. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports and activities, broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Your involvement today will reward you in your pursuits in the years ahead.
Quench that thirst and feed that craving at the newly reopened Silver Dollar Pug and Grub in Chamberlain, South Dakota. Whether you need a place to watch the big game or warm up after a day of fishing or hunting, we have you covered with a new bar snack menu and a great lunch special Monday through Friday. While you wait for your food, challenge someone to a great game of darts, foosball, or a game of pool. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain and surrounding communities, sports and activities.
Proud supporters of high school athletes. Visit them online.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship, and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agrimax, shaping the future of ag.
734-57.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school.
Post game underway here at Don Gacy Field in Chamberlain. We'll talk about a hard-hitting football game that was won by the Tri-Valley Mustangs by a score of 18-0. The Mustangs are now 2-2 on the season. This win for the Mustangs will definitely help their playoff chances. It hurts the chances of the Chamberlain Cubs, who dropped to 0-4. We'll go to our highlight package in a hurry, as it was in a hurry where scoring came from Tri-Valley. The Mustangs got the football first as they fielded the opening kick, brought the football to the 28-yard line, and on the first play of scrimmage, the Mustangs scored points. It was Jaden Seamasma that said hello to Chamberlain, and he scored a touchdown in a hurry. And they'll hand it off on the end-around running play here, and a lot of real estate out in front of Jaden Seamasma, and he is gone. 72-yard touchdown from the first play of scrimmage. Kick for the extra point was no good. Tri-Valley was out in front by a score of 6-0. But Chamberlain, they were not able to accomplish much offensively on their first possession. They go 3 and out and did not start out well. In fact, they started their opening drive of the ball game inside their own 20-yard line. They go 3 and out, give the Mustangs the football back, a short field to work. In fact, the Mustangs got the football at the Chamberlain 46, started their own 46-yard line as they were able to move the football downfield. Chamberlain's defense did stiffen, though, and forced a field goal try that was good from 28 yards out from Reese Smith. That made it 9-0 Tri-Valley. And that was with 3:45 remaining in the opening quarter. That score held up until the third quarter. We played a scoreless second quarter. Chamberlain was able to move the football. In fact, turned it over on downs on a couple different occasions. Early in quarter number 2, Chamberlain had the football down to the Tri-Valley 20-yard line before they wound up turning it over on downs. Chamberlain did that on a couple different occasions in the first half. 9-0 was our score at halftime as Chamberlain got the football to start the third quarter, but could not do much. In fact, wound up losing the football on a fumble, and Tri-Valley wound up with the football at the 20-yard line and the Chamberlain 20-yard line, and Chamberlain's defense was forced to hold the Tri-Valley offense out of the end zone. They did that and forced a field goal try as Tri-Valley went 7 plays to move it 20 yards. They wound up kicking a Reese Smith 22-yard field goal to extend the lead. From the right hash mark, Rise will field the snap. It's a good one, and the kick is up with plenty of leg, and it is right down the middle and good. 12-0 was our score with 5:57 remaining in the third quarter. That was our score as we entered the fourth quarter of play. Chamberlain trying to make something happen and rolling the dice a little bit with the quarterback Cruz Solik. Threw a dangerous pass downfield. It was tipped. It was intercepted, and it was intercepted deep in Chamberlain territory. The Cubs again give a short field to the Tri-Valley offense. And this time, Tri-Valley was able to make them pay. 5 plays, 28 yards on the scoring drive. 10:23 remained in the fourth quarter. Isaac McFarland puts it in the end zone and scores the touchdown for the Tri-Valley Mustangs. This is Eli McFarland. Seamasma in motion. They'll give it off, and the fullback will get close to the goal line, and I think he's in. Yes, he is in. That is an Isaac McFarland 2-yard touchdown run. The extra point try was no good, which is ironic to me considering you make a couple field goals and then miss the extra points. Tri-Valley was showing some good kicking game, but 0-2 in the extra point tries. It was 18-0 at that point. Chamberlain not able to move the football downfield. Tri-Valley comes away with their second victory of the season. They are 2-2 on the year as Tri-Valley, their next action will be next Friday night as they will host or be on the road actually at Sisseton. It's Sisseton's homecoming on the 24th of September. For Chamberlain, their next action will be on the road out west at Belle-Fourche, and that will be the next matchup upcoming for Chamberlain. A couple more pieces of work to take care of during our post-game report. It is our play of the game coming up next. It's brought to you by the folks at Golden Buffalo.
Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota...
Well, we look at a lot of hard-hitting plays. We could have talked a lot about defensive plays in this ball game, but in this contest, probably could put some of those in as our play of the game nominees. But in the end, it was the play that started this ball game. The 72-yard touchdown run for Jaden Seamusma. It is our Golden Buffalo play of the game. And they'll hand it off on the end-around running play here, and a lot of real estate out in front of Jaden Seamusma, and he is gone. 72-yard touchdown run, the first play of scrimmage for Tri-Valley, and it is our play of the game, and it's brought to you by the folks at Golden Buffalo. Up next is our Player of the Game award, the Player of the Game brought to you by CHS River Plains. Let's hear from CHS River Plains, and in 30 seconds, we will name our player of the contest.
National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
On KPLO, helping you own
Harry K. Ford, your go-to dealer for
Well, we look at the player of the game nominees. We got to speak about both quarterbacks in this ball game. Both sophomores, Eli McFarland of Tri-Valley and Cruz Solik of Chamberlain. Both quarterbacks did a good job, all in all, for their squads. On the offensive side for Tri-Valley and Jaden Seamusma, 72-yard touchdown run, as we mentioned, starting the ball game. That was big, and he had a big rushing total here tonight for Tri-Valley, but it was the defense that really set the tone for both of these teams, and in the end, the name that we mentioned defensively time and time again was Chamberlain's Noah Hutmaker, and he is our KPLO Midwest CHS River Plains player of the game. We'll give him a big T-shirt because he is a big guy. And we'll have high school football for you tomorrow night on KPLO tomorrow afternoon, as David Burrow will fill in for me, as he will be in Mount Vernon Plankington hosting Miller in high school football. It will be a 1:30 pregame, a 2 o'clock kickoff from Mount Vernon. We'll have that for you on KPLO. And again, optimistically, we bring you Minnesota Vikings football. The Vikings taking on Arizona. It will be a late game Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock with your Vikings pregame, and a 3 o'clock kickoff from Glendale, Arizona. We'll have Vikings football for you Sunday on KPLO. Tuesday night, Faulkton at Highmore Herald volleyball action as we get things underway at around 7 o'clock. And then on Friday night, next Friday night, it'll be a football matchup between Miller Highmore Herald and Jim River. It will be homecoming for the Rustlers, and we'll have that ball game for you with our pregame at around 6:40. And, of course, on your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to always buckle up because seatbelts save lives. And our coverage of regional high school football on KPLO. Tonight's coverage of high school football, our matchup between Tri-Valley and Chamberlain, brought to you by Byrie Brothers, Chamberlain Food Center, Chamberlain Ready Mix, Oasis Pump and Pack, the Al's Oasis Arrowwood Resort, by Farmco, the Great Western Bank of Chamberlain, Statewide Ag, KPI Insurance, and the First Dakota National Bank. Our coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO is brought to you by Darren Boyle Sales, CHS River Plains, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the Golden Buffalo Casino, by Right Seeds, Agtegra, by Riverview Chevrolet and Buick, Avera Orthopedics, the May Adam Law Firm, and by the folks at Pottsville State Farm Insurance. And coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO is brought to you by Venture Communications, Wagner Auto Company, Titan Machinery, Kimball Livestock Exchange, and the Jet Lanes. John Neff has been our technical director at the DRG Media Group World Headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle from Don Giese Field. We say good night, everybody.